I'm Prism. Prism Splay. I'm a glitter-spitting, roller-skating unicorn. But I didn't start off that way. I used to be a fierce roller derby girl, one of the best jammers in the land. And then, after being thrown into a wall, resulting in TBI and an injured eye, I was told I'd never skate again. Never skate again, you gotta fucking be kidding me. It's my whole life without it, I don't know who I'd be. Didn't see that punch, now I'm punched up and punched out. Never skate again, I was born to skate, what are you talking about? When your identity is wrapped up in one whole thing and poof, now it's gone, I would've died. Life is pain, how am I gonna move? How am I gonna breathe? Never skate again, are you fucking kidding me? My whole life I knew what I wanted, then it was gone. So many doctors, they all said the same thing. Do something else. Do something else? Like it's just that easy? This is my life we're talking about. I was so lost, couldn't get out of bed. Had to learn to walk again, use my brain, I kept wishing that I was dead. Nothing was making sense. What was I gonna do? This is so fucking cruel. Ended up resentful, angry, alienating everything. Life was taken from me, had no purpose, super scatterbrained. I tried everything I could. I had damaged my occipital vein. Then one day this kitten came to me, and she said, I have this thing you need to do. Skate up the hill to the magic skating rink. There is a beast with clouds. She'll hand you something sparkly. Trust me on this, you need to ingest the glitter. It tastes like sugar, multicolored. You'll skate and splay with a fervor. Whoa, whoa, calm down. My cognitive's not so good. I can barely skate, now barely see. I think I've lost my mind. Confused all the time and misunderstood. You think you've lost your life, but that's not true at all. You can still get what you want and adjust while dealing with the pain. Then navigate and skate tall. And yes, you can skate. It might be different than before, but you at least gotta try. Okay, I'll try. Where was that skating rink again?
Hi, Prismatics. How's it going? What's up? How's everyone doing? Hi. Hello, hello. Hi. Hi. I'm having scuff. Hi. What's up? My friend, who I've been bragging about for a couple of weeks now, is on his way in an Uber, and you know how Ubers can be. He'll be here in just a minute. Hi, Red Claw. I love you. Hey, Q! Saku. Taco. Lecture, what's up? Cool, awesome dude. What's up? Hey, DC. Ow, Automaton. Hello. Hi. Moo. Card Tracer. Someone locked me in a dungeon? Maybe. Maybe I just locked myself in here. I love you. Hi, Jewel Score. Taco. Are you guys ready? Oh, I'm having lace scuff. Lace scuff. Wouldn't be surprised. Well, what's up, Atomica? Hey, Slayer. Ivan. Listen, we have a few things to talk about in the last few moments before Billy arrives. So, yes, we've got a bingo situation going on. Secution, remind me. I think we're having 3 rounds of bingo, and that will determine, because we are doing some giveaways. Giveaways. We will be discussing lots of things tonight. Kink, BDSM, my beautiful friend William D. Prystauk's amazing career so far. There's so much more in store. He's a beast, I tell you, a beast! And he has generously offered to do some giveaways of his books. So I believe 3 rounds. Okay, so yes, 3 rounds of bingo. So get your bingo cards, exclamation point bingo. Exclamation point bingo. Get your bingo cards going. as a superhero landing. Well, hi, Arby. I'm so glad you're here. Hi, Duck. Real John, what's up? What's up? Lurk away, lurk away. Yeah. So, yeah. It's in the stream elements right above you, Lectra, or right below you. Yes, thank you for hitting that exclamation bingo. Is it Setose? Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, and then one lucky person at the end of our stream, there will be a raffle, and we will be able to, an exclamation point raffle. You can't join yet, it's too early. We'll open that up later, but that person will get, excuse me, all 4 of Bill's series. I have to have so many, oh my God, hiccups. So many things pulled up because my memory is ass. All 4 books so far in the Kink Noir series. So yeah. Oh, thanks for the follow. Hello, hello. Kinky Sadist. Hell yeah, that's what we want. Thank you so much for coming in. Welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the stream. So, so tonight, let's some ground rules, right? I got a guest. Let's be chill. Chat, let's be chill. We're talking about kink and BDSM. This is still going to be Twitch TOS. I do have the tags on my stream marked as educational. If you guys ever came to my kink streams before my hiatus from kink streams, sorry, train of thought has left my brain. We are always Twitch appropriate, and the subjects that we still want to speak about, but we can't really, we will dance around it, and you guys will please read between the lines and pay attention to your context clues and figure it out. We welcome questions. This is a safe space to talk about kink and BDSM and all sexy things. We also discuss healthy ways of communication. We discuss misconceptions. We're here for all of it. Exclamation point bingo. Anytime if you need an explanation of what's going on tonight. Hey, Kinky Sadist. He'll be chill. All right, good. Exclamation point bingo. I think I probably should have put that in my thing, but I'm going to do that now because everyone's going to be asking how to play bingo. And let's just help you out here. So let me just update that on my stream. Get your bingo cards out. Get them ready. No, unnamed gainer. There is not enough time in the world to teach you how to read. I don't even know how to read. You don't have to. Okay, well, there we go. Critical thinking. Yeah, sure. Okay, so without further blah, 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 are you guys ready to meet William D. Prystauk? Are you ready? Let me see here. I wonder if his Uber is here yet. Let me check. Let me just hold on, chat. Let me just check and see. Billy? Oh my God, you guys, I think he's here. Oh my God. I'm so excited. Hee 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 do 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 do. Oh my God, you're here!
Hi, Prism.
Hi. How are you, love?
Good. Sorry I'm a little late. The Uber driver, I said take me to Prism, and he took me to prison, so...
Oh! You know what? You know why that's not awful? because I call one of my tier lists on Blue Twitch my Prism nurs. So,
nice.
Oh man, someone went derp.
I apologize for my face right now. Sometimes this happens during a stream where they just sort of change my bone structure. It'll be gone in like 30 seconds. Don't worry about it.
You're lovely.
Do you still think I'm pretty?
Oh, are you kidding? Fabulous, always.
Would you still put handcuffs on me if my face were like this all the time?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
Really? You don't have my face like this?
There's more to you than just that.
You see, this is why I love you. Because you get it. Yeah, Sky, we really should change this derp face to be, I think it's on 3 minutes. Oh my god, I gotta get this guy, I gotta get rid, hold on. Derp. I'm gonna edit this because, oh, it's only supposed to be a minute. How come it feels like it goes on for an hour? Alright.
An hour like that? Wow.
No, it's supposed to be 60 seconds. Okay. Well, there goes the hair change. We're gonna get to it. I'm just waiting for my you know what? Fuck it. I can introduce you like this. Say hi to my chat.
Hi, chat.
Chat, say hi to William D. Prystauk. Chat, you better be... No, I can't do that.
You know what? I'm just going to use a normal voice, and my face is my face, and that's just the way it goes. Yes. Say hi. Say hi. Everyone, say hi to my beautiful friend. Isn't he fucking adorable? Oh, you're so cute. God. I love you.
Love you.
Mwah. I really appreciate you being here so much.
Honored.
Aww.
Honored.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for the applause. Wow, we got applause. That's amazing. I think my face is stuck. I'm gonna just fix this. Okay. Wow. Look at that. Back to normal.
Hey.
Gosh. Hey. That's great. Well, Electra, I've been advertising it for weeks. So you shouldn't have been expecting a VTuber. Okay. I'm gonna read. Listen. People are capable of reading. I mean, are they? I don't know. But this is such a great write-up for you in your Amazon profile. Also, this will send you guys right to William's Amazon profile about the author. William D. Prystauk is an award-winning novelist. I swear I'm not drinking. I swear. I'm award-winning and award-winning. God, it's true.
Oh, this is seltzer.
Yeah, well, you know, I might have slipped a little bit of vodka in this ginger ale. I don't know. Okay, award-winning and winning novelist, screenwriter, filmmaker, educator, as well as a published poet and academic. I did not know that you were a published poet.
Yeah, like a million years ago. It's
really?
Yeah.
Well,
long time ago.
What was the poetry about?
Oh, everything. Some of it was BDSM related. Some of it was about vampires. The Vampire and a Rose, a vampire and a prostitute, and it's random stuff. Like I'd go to a club, see like I'll never forget this one gorgeous person dancing, and I had to write a poem about her. You know, stuff like that. It was like a reaction to stimuli. That was the poetry.
That's really cool. No, oh, come on. Oh, wow. Look, I'm sitting on your face. Sorry about that. That was just a moment.
Are you kidding?
No.
I'm fine with that.
I know you are. Same. Okay. His first novel in the Kink Noir series, Bloodletting. And hold on. I have visuals for everything. Boop. Do. Oh, God. Oh. Okay. We're having... All right, chat. This is why I'm late. Because I know there's always a reason why I'm late, right? Right, chat? We were figuring all the things out on stream. I can give you a nickname. Workings Blood. I mean, I can just call you Blood. Or I can call you Workings. I can call you Kings. I mean, your name's not hard to say. Technical difficulty. No, check this out. Aw, thanks for the follow. Thanks so much for the follow, King's Blood. How are you? Yeah, I was late. Listen, can you guys hear this?
Yeah.
Wait, now it's not doing it. Oh, you motherfucker. For some reason, every time I clicked the letter C on my keyboard, it would make a beep. Now it's not doing it. Son of a mother. You know. Oh, no, there it goes. There it goes. Did you guys hear that? What is that? It's only in Discord DMs. If this is from an April Fool's, I'm going to kill the person who did this. I can't. It's so annoying. So we were trying to figure that out, but then I was like, oh my God. Hi, Faye. Shout out for Faye. Hi, Faye. Hi, Faye. Anyway, so yeah, every time I click the C, it does that. It's so annoying. I don't know why it's happening. It's like somehow like a... Oh, I don't know what that was. What is that? All right, we're gonna have... Listen, we're in a dungeon, so we're gonna have spooky sounds. By the way, did you know you're in a cage right now?
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
So
is it?
Prism.
You are a Prismner.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Awesome.
You are. All right. Listen, I have ADHD, and this is the way it's going to be. And chat knows this, and I'm so sorry. Oh, my God. Okay. The first book in the Kink Noir series is called Bloodletting. It is right over here. Oh, yes. It has been adapted from his feature film script of the same name, which won second place at the Screenwriters Showcase Screenplay Contest in 2006 and led in the mystery category. Bloodletting went on to win the Grand Jury Prize at the LA Neo-Noir Novel, Film, and Script Festival in 2016. In 2020, the sequels Punishment. Okay, hold on. I have visuals for everything. I have visuals. Wow. Yeah, I have visuals for everything.
There's going to be no room on the screen.
Listen, there's going to be plenty of room.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, there's going to be plenty of room. Punishment and Debauchery. Ooh, oh shit. Oh, daddy. I love these. I love these freaking covers. Okay, and they tied for the Best Novel Award at LA Neo-Noir Novel Film Script Festival as of December 2021. Bondage. Hold on. I have a visual. There we go. Bondage. Bondage. One. Do. I'm going to put that in front of me. All the things, all the scuffs. Boom. Okay. Bondage is his latest in the series and is also the first whodunit of the books. I kind of felt Bloodletting had a little bit of a whodunit feel as well, but that might be because of the noir tech thing to it.
Yeah, that. But like a whodunit has like, you know, a group of people, someone drops, you know, and it's like, who did it? And so I wanted to make it. I wanted to do a noir whodunit with a goth family that was into BDSM. It was a BDSM goth family. It was such a blast to write. It was awesome.
That's amazing. So let's start from the beginning. So I can certainly read about you all day, and I can read aloud and blah 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 blah. But I'm going to do that annoying thing where the person's like, tell us about yourself. Because no one's going to describe you better than you. And I mean, I'm going to want chat to hear from you how you got started writing about, I mean, it's such a niche. I don't know any other Kink Noir authors. They might be out there. Yeah. No. Yeah, no, right?
It's not a traditional category, and that's why I've gone through 3 publishers, because they're like, we love the way you write, we love the stories, we have no idea how to market them.
Yeah.
Because they're written for people who like punk, goth, BDSM, LGBTQ, and it's the array of all, like, you know, the marginalized and, you know, misunderstood, and nobody knew how to do that. So.
Amazing.
This story goes back to my undergraduate days. It's where it started, you know. And then I wrote like a maniac, and I made it a screenplay, got an agent after winning that award. It was almost made into a film. It didn't. And then I realized Hollywood's not going to make my stuff. So I decided I'm going to make it a novel, because that's what I always wanted to do, is be a novelist anyway. So took Bloodletting, made it a novel, and that was a standalone. I wasn't going to write any more. Then 2 years after that was published, I had this idea for Punishment, and then Debauchery, and then Bondage, and the next one coming out is Consent, and that should be out this summer.
Oh, and we're going to get back to that because I really want to talk about that. So, okay. We've talked about this. I mean, we're friends. We've been friends for a long time. And yes, we have. People, I always hear people ask this on other kink streams. And I've also had my chat ask me about it when we've talked about kink in the past, when I brought people on, like, what was your awakening moment? When did you know you were into kink? You know, and it's such a cheesy question, but it is actually really interesting to listen to because, yeah, I had one person tell me, oh, hi, there goes my hair. Well, yes. I'm cosplaying as you right now. You wore it better, but
you still look, oh, come on. You look fabulous.
Oh, thanks. This is one of my favorite stories. I don't remember who it was, but someone said they were very young and they were watching old cartoons, and there was the classic melodrama of the damsel being tied to the train tracks.
Train tracks, yeah.
Yeah. And the person was like, why is that making me feel something? I don't understand. I don't know how to, I don't have the you know, I don't have the words and the maturity yet to express why this is making me feel something different than I felt before. And what is that about? I found that really interesting. So do you have a particular awakening moment, or like, you're like, wow, I didn't realize I like being tied up. What's that about? Or whatever. Like, do you have a moment that you can think about?
Well, there's several, and like, I don't know, 3 or 4. And the interesting one was, I remember one time when a babysitter tied me up. And that was, she's beautiful. She's still beautiful. I still know her. And she's just like, it blew my mind. But before that, I was in kindergarten, and, you know, boys would chase the girls. I was pretty fast. But when I caught a girl, I tried to tie her up. And I don't know why, but I really wanted to do that. And here's the most bizarre thing. I've been to therapy for it because I'm like, what happened? This is the real moment. 6 years old, first grade. I'm not going to say the teacher's name. She wasn't even my teacher. She was the teacher across the hall. Just to describe her, young, confident, strong, sexy, black woman. And I was like, she was something else. And I remember having a dream where she was in lingerie with heels and a riding crop, pushing me in a shopping cart while she was grocery shopping. And I'm like, I never saw that stuff before. Where did it come from?
Yeah.
You know? And but it took forever because, like, you know, back then, you know, it was before computers and stuff. So I didn't know who I was, what any of it meant. I thought I was twisted and you know, like something was wrong with me. And I was going to go to my parents for help, and like, you know, and then I got my hands on the Joy of Sex book.
Ooh.
And it was page 86, and it had, yeah, I remember. And it was a woman. She was tied down to the bed, and that's when I knew there were other people like me.
Yeah.
And you know, and that was great. That was such a relief. And it's funny, as time goes on and like the world catches up, I learn more things about myself.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know I was a closet femboy back in the day either. I was a little bit of everything. Yeah. David Bowie turned me on, and he like saved my life. He doesn't even know it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm rambling.
No, you literally, what? First of all, you're answering my questions. Second of all, please ramble. And you weren't rambling also. So there's that. And you know this about me. We haven't talked about it in a long time. I fell out of love with reading a long time ago, and I've tried over the years to get it back. I have like bought so many different kinds of books. I still have yours next to me on my nightstand. I am almost done with Bloodletting. I'm almost done. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. It's like, it's such a problem. I don't know what happened to me. Like I worked in a bookstore for a long time. I would read and I've always been a slow reader. Cause like for me, I used to read at least one book a week. And people are like, I read 3 books a day, or I read 3 books a week. And I'm like, okay, I've never been a 3 book a week person, but I've always been like at least 1 book. And over the years, I have just, my ADHD, I really, really think that's what it is. Because I don't think I've fallen out of love with reading, actually. I think I've just, my concentration is so bad. But your book, Bloodletting, did keep my shit concentrated. The first scene between Denny and Penny, I don't know if you remember this, but I called you the next day.
Yes, you did.
Okay, you do remember. And I was like, hey, I read the first scene. And you were like, okay. And I was like, hey, can we talk about it? And you're like, you know, I'm an open book and I'll answer any questions you have. And I'm like, I want to know how much of it was real. I want to know, was that a previous relationship? And I was just asking you all kinds of questions because you're good about going, hey, I'm either not going to answer that or, oh, I'll answer that. You know, so I know that you and I can we know what well, you and I don't really have boundaries, but if we did, we would be able to express those. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. So, so let's talk about the character of Denny.
Yeah.
Right? Because authors, novelists, they tend to put themselves into the protagonist a lot, right?
That's a great question because I tried to distance Denny, the character, from me, and my my mentor at my creative writing program was like, no, I want more of you in this, because she hated Denny. She hated the character. She even said, you know, he's an asshole. We would always fight, you know. We would always, you know, she was like a velvet hammer, but without the velvet, you know. And so we would curse at each other. We would go back and forth. So she wanted me to get deeper into the character by putting more of me in the character. But he's sort of like the best. He doesn't start like this in the first book. He grows. I mean, he's a very flawed character. He grows throughout the series. He's growing even like super fast in Consent, the new one coming out, and he's like the best version of me. I would hope, maybe in the end. He's not there yet. He's got a ways to go. But the good thing about writing a character is I know what's going to happen to him. It's not like real life where you're like, I hope if I'm getting into a fight with people, I hope I make it out. My guy's gonna make it out, you know, because it's told in first person. So
yes, and that is a noir writing trait, correct?
It actually is, yes,
yeah.
Absolutely. But I wanted to work against the grain of everything noir, and I love noir. I love Raymond Chandler and Ed McBain. Those are the two best, period, for me. And I didn't want him to have police experience. I didn't want him to have military experience. I didn't want him to be an alcoholic or a womanizer or dirt poor. And I also didn't want him to be a traditional male. He has effeminate qualities about him. That he's, you know, he's bi. And the funny thing is, I like in my real life now, with the way the world is, I try to like get away from all like sort of I don't want to shove him into a particular category, so I'm trying to like that, but I wanted him to be, you know, have a boyfriend and a girlfriend and you know, just be the guy who knew this, you know, the kink community, the LGBTQ community, and thrived in it and can help them, because I grew up outside New York City. And I went to, you know, discovered BDSM big time in New York City, and that's where the stories take place. So
yeah,
it's hard
yeah.
to write again.
What'd you say? Did you say I'm gonna smack you?
Oh, I wish.
Oh my god. Yeah. I love that Denny. So my first impression of him. And this is just like whatever, people have different feelings on. I mean, that's why we have our own brains, and it's subjective. Art is subjective. I didn't think of him as an asshole. I felt in the beginning that he was lacking some warmth, but I felt like it was more about having some defenses up.
Yes.
Yep. And I liked that Penny had her own way of breaking that down. Do you remember the question I asked you when I called you that? It's okay if you don't. This is not a trick. Like, I can't believe you don't remember my birthday. No, like, but like I was legit confused about something and after that first scene. And I called you and I was like, I need, oh God, thank you so much, Sakushin, for the contribution to whatever that was on my throne. Oh my God, thank you. I'll check in a sec. Do you, okay, I will tell you if you don't remember.
Ask the question.
Yeah, because
Please.
this gets into your fifth and upcoming book in the series called Consent.
Yes.
Yes, which I fucking love that you've written a book on consent. Because here in Kinkism with Prism, we talk a lot about misconceptions, and we'll get into exactly what kinks are in a minute. I know I'm kind of like, I'm jumping ahead and I'm going backwards, but that's my brain.
No problem.
Yeah. But I had said to you, I read that scene, panties got super soaked reading it. Oh my God, it was so fucking hot. Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Oh my God, so hot. And I was like, I didn't see, did I miss it, that they had a safe word?
Exactly.
And you go, and you said, exactly. And I was like, did I miss it? I don't understand. And you go, they don't need one.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that is fucking cool. Not the norm.
No, not the norm. And to be sincere, with all the people I've ever been with throughout my life, we've never had a safe word. And that's because of the biggest factor is I don't just go to bed with anybody. I make sure that I know them, that I'm comfortable with them, that they're comfortable with me. It's a two-way street. That we talk a lot about likes, dislikes, what we're going to do, not do. And it's always come to that point where we both know each other to the point where we don't have to, have a safe word. I do recommend it. I've always had one ready.
Yeah.
Just in case. And I have had you just have to pay attention to your partner too,
Right.
Know what they like, know what, you could feel the limits. When it's like, okay, this might be a little deep. And the only reason I say that because in the book Consent, this book kicked my ass. All the studying, the reading, and what do you do when your partner's like, no, I want it more, and let's say you're dominating them, and you're like, I know we're going too far, but my partner, doesn't know it. And that could happen too. Consent is so multifaceted. But yeah, so I didn't have a safe word, and that's addressed actually in book 4, Bondage.
Okay. With
the characters. CNC and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Yeah. Whenever I run these streams, there's always there's a lot of communication on communication and how important that is. And I would always advise, and I know that you're not advising, because we are talking about a book, but we're also talking about your life, and you just explained that you tend to not have, you don't need safe words with your partners. That's not something that we're like, hey chat, let's advise you on that. No. That's yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off, Prism. I always offer, and we always discuss, safe words, anyway.
Oh, you're saying you don't have a need to use it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, we don't. We decide not to.
Got it.
But, I always make sure that that's on the table.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to say, oh, we don't need safe words. No.
Yeah.
I don't want to just say that,
Yeah. No, that makes sense. But that's also consent. You're consenting to not use safe words. And that comes from a lot of trust and understanding. And I tell chat this too. When I was running my Kink streams, last year, I started getting this little reputation, and people would, tweet about me, or they would say, oh, the queen of kink, Prism. And I'd be like, slow your biscuit. No, I'm not the fucking queen of kink. God, no. I only know about it because I read about it. I've seen a lot of shit about it. I enjoy talking about it. But as far as experiences, because it takes so long for me to have the kind of relationship that I need in order to feel comfortable to be kinky, I have very little experience in it. It is not something I jump into, especially with the kind of stuff that I like, which I can't talk about too much on Twitch. I can dance around it, but it requires very trusted partners. And I've had some people that haven't understood that, and they're like, well, let's just do this. And I'm like, no.
No, I'm the same. Demisexual, you know, emotional connection's got to be there with the person.
Yeah.
I know people who aren't that way, and like, oh man, and they'll tell me about the wild weekend they had with people that they just met, and a little dangerous, could be a lot dangerous, but that's them and their lifestyle, and that's you know, that's them. Yeah, I'm the same way. I need to know the person, have lots of discussions, not lots, but open discussions. And sometimes, you know, with somebody new, you know, you're testing the waters of like, is this going to freak them out? Or, yeah, usually it's that. Is it going to freak them out? Are they going to run for the door?
Right.
And so it's not necessarily easy, but I didn't even know really about the elements of consent until I went to New York City, and I went to a club that's still there called Paddles, and listened to people and heard what they were doing. And that's when I started to feel comfortable, because I didn't know what I was getting into. I knew I wanted certain things, I knew I wanted to do certain things, but I didn't necessarily know how to go about it. And going to clubs, you know, and joining an organization of, you know, kink-minded people, and that helped a lot. You know, I started to learn the, you know, the lingo, and, you know, about consent and limits and all that really important stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, and a lot of that material and some of my experience, well, pretty much all of my experiences end up in the book in one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
So I put the real life stuff that I've seen and heard and everything else and experienced, you know, right in there. And if there's something I haven't experienced,
Mm-hmm.
that's the fun part of the book, because, you know, I have to go out and experience it. So I have to find somebody that I love and trust.
Yeah.
Hey, can we do this? Because I want to really write about it and I want to be accurate. So it's got to happen to me, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's fascinating. Tell me about your times in the clubs in New York. I know you just mentioned it. Like, what's the wildest thing within TOS? What's the wildest thing that you saw that you can sort of talk about?
Oh, well, I can talk about everything because I don't mention any names. But I lived in northern New Jersey, and I would go right through the Holland Tunnel into New York City, right into the Village. Greenwich Village was amazing. And at one point, through a group that I was a part of, I don't want to mention any group names.
Sure.
But someone was leaving their penthouse apartment on Broadway, and so it was empty, and they turned it into a massive play area for one wild party, and it was a two-story penthouse, two-floor penthouse. And I'll never forget, they had these giant windows that opened up onto the roof, and if you get past bloodletting and you get the punishment, that entire wild, debauched party is in there, except for, like, I'm embellished only a couple of things because of the story, but everything that I witnessed and experienced is in there. And I saw stuff like I never imagined, blew my mind. It was exciting and it was beautiful. I've said this before, like, to other people, some of the most passionate, loving, giving and caring people I've met are in the kink community. They are just so passionate. I saw a scene I'd never forget. I don't want to talk about it because I want you to read the book.
Yes.
But that was a party like no other.
Wow.
And you know, people on the roof were doing things, and out in the, you know, out in public. So, well, nobody could see up there. It was wild, and it was, everybody was cool. I have never been, and I've heard stories of people at certain parties. I've never been to a party or a group meeting where I had to like get out or because of how people were conducting themselves, or had to stop something because I knew somebody was like, you know, it wasn't consensual or something like that. So that was always great. I've only had good experiences, but I guess my number one rule before you go ever to a group meeting or you go to a kink related party, don't go in intoxicated.
A lot of places have rules about that.
Yes, they do. They have juice rules. You know, it's like juice only. If you're inebriated, you can't get in. And a lot of clubs, there's one in upstate New York that I visited over the summer. Not a club, but a group. They were wonderful, and their rules were really like, you practically had, I'm not kidding, I had to pretty much take a test. In fact, I did. I actually had to take a test in order to get vetted to get into their thing, and I didn't mind it. You know, people should feel safe, and so that was cool. You know, that was really cool, and so yeah, just going to the city, and the one group was great, and then I was in a group in Philadelphia. They were fantastic. That was the best ever.
Yeah.
They'd rent a couple of hotel rooms, and we'd all meet, and I'll never forget it. He just like sort of had like a guard at the door.
Like a bouncer?
Yeah, but this was really cool because he was doing service for mistress who this was her group, and he would always have to appear in, you know, he'd always have to cross-dress, and he was a federal law enforcement officer. And it was like just so cool.
Yeah.
And that group, people were just beautiful, relaxing, and I saw all sorts of people. I mean, so inclusive. And that was like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And they no longer exist, but they were just really beautiful group of people.
I think like in that world, people who are into that lifestyle know what it's like to feel ostracized.
Absolutely.
You know, and they know what it's like to feel like they don't belong, and that no one understands them. So what would be the point of having a group where everyone's used to feeling that way to then do that to other people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And well, it's not necessarily funny because it even happens to me. Like, you know, anything could be a fetish. Anybody could have whatever fetish, and some people are still, even in those environments, even with a partner that they're safe with, they feel a little unnerved, like revealing this important secret, something that they want to explore, and hoping that the other person won't laugh or freak out or run away or anything like that.
Yeah.
And so I remember in the beginning, like meeting somebody, it's like, oh man, now I have to explain, like, you know, well, I'm not into, like, you know, maybe sex as you know it, you know, it was always so difficult.
Yeah.
But, and now it's great if I meet somebody, it's like, well, you know, I wrote these books, and if you know, you just read the back blurbs of the books, if you're cool with that, then yeah, we'll go on a date. Otherwise, don't forget it.
It's like, hi, my name's William. Read the back of this book, and then in the next 5 minutes, we can decide if we're going to continue this Starbucks coffee date, or if it's just been like, hi, nice to see you, goodbye.
Yeah, pretty much. It's good to have it, because it can be really difficult for a lot of people.
Yeah, and, it's kind of like, at what point do you reveal? And I've done it both ways. I've been super open about it from the very beginning. I've been like, hey, I'm into this kind of stuff, and the person's like, so I've never had, I'll say, like, for my male partners, I've never had a male partner go, whoa, that's weird, I don't think I want to. They're always open to the idea, but then in execution, they're not.
Yes, that is,
and that's rough, because, and I'm not saying that I was lied to. I'm not coming down on any previous partner. I'm not saying that. I think they're like, oh, like, this is a thing that you like. Well, I like you, and I want to please you sexually. So if this is what you need, and this is what you're, you know, blah blah blah, then then I want to experience this with you. And then we get down to it, and it's like, I don't think. And then and then immediately, like, if I can tell someone's not into it, then we're stopping. Like, I have absolutely zero interest in continuing if the other person's not, and I can tell that they're not feeling it. It's just obvious.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've been in those situations. I've been in situations that were absolutely the opposite, where it was incredible, you know, what we did, how we did it, how long we did it, and all that other fun stuff, and how we both enjoyed it. But yeah, if a partner's not feeling it, or sometimes people are like, yeah, let's do this, and then they're doing it and they realize, oh, I don't want to do this. And
yeah.
Like you said, it's like, okay, we have to stop.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that whole thing of like, they're like, are you sure you want me to do this? Yes. Yes. Yes, I do. And they're like, I'm not comfortable. And it's like, oh, that's fine. But then it's like, I'm like, oh, well, this is heartbreaking, because I got to have certain things that fulfill me. And so I've gone back and forth. And then there's been other times when I haven't said anything at first, not because I'm lying, but because I'm like, okay, I guess I don't have to, like, in the first 5 minutes of meeting someone being like, hi, I'm Prism. I'm a VTuber and a sex streamer, and I'm into being choked out. Like I don't have to, like, vomit that out in the first 5 minutes. Let's get to know the person a little bit. I think there's no wrong way that I have done it, because there's nothing wrong with being upfront first. But then there's also nothing wrong with, like, waiting a minute and seeing how things go and then bringing it up. But it's always kind of failed, just because I still just haven't found really what I need, like, overall with someone that's into the kind of stuff that I'm into. So,
well, part of it is our culture too. You know, we don't live in a sex positive society. We just don't. And if we did, you know, things would be more relaxed, and a lot more relaxed. But you know, I've hated the situations where I could feel myself like I'm, like, on fire for this other person, and it's like, oh shit, now I gotta tell them, you know, like, by the way, do you know what BDSM means? What is that? A bank? No, it's not a bank. No, it's like,
is it a credit union?
It's like, damn it.
And I, like, put my vagina into your federal credit union.
Yes.
Okay. I'm eating some snacks. I want to take, it does sound like a bank, Shameless. Can we get a shout out for Shameless, please? Hello. I want to take a second and just, I really like going over this with chat, because I actually was misinformed on this for the longest time. Chat, there is a difference between, because people now interchangeably use the words kink and fetish, because they think it's the same thing.
What and fetish?
They use kink and fetish interchangeably, and they're a little bit different. And it's they are. So here's how I like to try to explain it. So a kink is something sexual that someone does with themselves or consensually with partners. That's a paraphrase of this article that I'm reading from, but that's exactly how I would explain it. It's usually considered outside of mainstream. It's an unconventional sexual sexy time act, which gives it the kinky name. But it's also subjective. Like, for example, someone might be like, oh, I'm super kinky, I enjoy being spanked. And someone else might go, you think that's kinky? Which is why I'm always like, no kink shaming. Yeah. We don't kink shame. Someone else's kink might not be something that, you know, but it's still kinky. It's unconventional. Wanting to be spanked is not necessarily a conventional thing. So no kink shaming. But that is just a sexual act itself. A fetish is similar to a kink, but the difference is that something is a fetish when it must be present in order for the person to achieve sexual arousal or enjoyment. So, in other words, so people will be like, oh, I have a glasses fetish. I love people who wear glasses. I'm like, no, that's not a fetish. You don't have to, like, okay, so that means what you're saying is you have to have your partner wear glasses every time you have sexy time or you can't get off. And it's like, oh, no, I just really like them. Okay, well, that's not actually a fetish. You can kind of fetishize it, but it's not really what the word fetish is. It has to be present in order for the person to achieve sexual gratification. It might be kinky to have your partner wear glasses every time and like maybe put on a maid outfit or whatever. Like that could be a kinky thing. But if you don't need that every single time for sexy time to be able to achieve satisfaction, it's not a fetish. And so people just kind of throw that around and it's like, no, it doesn't mean the same thing.
Yeah, no, it does. And over time, kink has become an umbrella term. Like I always try, think of kink as an umbrella, and all of that stuff, BDSM, fetishes, and like pretty much anything you can name is under that umbrella. And that's really cool. And I think it's really important what you said about kink shaming, which is like, what the fuck? We're part. You're part of like a group. You're looking for people where you're accepted for whatever kink that you have, or it doesn't mean that I can do that with you, or but I could maybe help you find it, somebody who was like-minded, if you're willing, you know what I mean? But because like some of my fetishes are I don't know. I mean, I've had some interesting reactions to them. Nothing overall negative, but because it's so heartfelt, it's so important. It's like my last secret.
Yeah.
That once I tell somebody this, it's you don't want it to come back to haunt you, but you don't want the other person to laugh or go, what?
Right.
Or anything like that.
Right.
You want it to be the start of a conversation. And I think that's the important thing with consent, that I learned from, my experiences writing this book, which destroyed me in many. I didn't sleep for 2 months writing this. Things with the characters, my own emotional experiences, some consent stuff in there of mine, some things that happened in the book that might not consensually be, there was one scene where I can't explain it actually, but it had to be like, once I started doing my studies, because it takes a year to write each book, because I investigate everything, talk to cops, kink people, dominatrix, like it just goes on and on. And I was like, oh man, that thing that happened in the last book, that was real manipulation on a grand scale, and it's like, it wasn't meant to be. And so I had to have it addressed in this book. And it was great. It helps with the growth of the character and all, but...
Did it help you as well?
Yeah, it did. It's really interesting because now I'm actually more relaxed when it comes to approaching people, to discuss, consent and what it means. And it's not one conversation. No. And it's not going to be something squared away in 5 minutes. I mean, maybe it can be for some people, not for me. I haven't really, certain people in my life like, hey, let's do something. I've actually had people come up, hey, what are your fetishes? And it's like, whoa. Just hello is like the first thing you say, and then, then we can have a
unless you're me. Hi, I'm Prism. Yeah. I like to be choked out. Okay.
Oh, awesome. Oh, and when I had, I had a person, say, hey, I like that. That's my fetish. This is what I want. And I was like, okay, freaks me out a little bit. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt anybody. I mean,
no, of course not.
And let's talk about it. Teach me. Let me know what to do so I could do it correctly. And it was awesome, and it turned out to be a great experience for both of us. And that was really cool, and I'm comfortable with that. But can't just say I'm into X and like, okay, dive in. Like that's it's almost like, yeah, let's go to the Super Bowl and play football when you haven't even like practiced anything yet,
Yeah. No, I get it. tell me.
Yes.
Okay, so you have your own niche. Is it niche or niche? Niche, right? Niche? Niche?
Yeah, because there's, erotic crime thrillers. Yeah, it's not a thing.
Well, no, I'm saying like, I'm pronouncing it wrong. Is it niche or niche? It's niche, right?
Niche.
Niche, yeah.
Niche, yeah.
So, niche like quiche. Thanks, Saku. Oh, and I'm so glad we got some bingo winners. We have got, I think we have 2 bingo winners so far, which you guys will enjoy the first book of the Kink Noir series, Bloodletting, which is up here on the screen. So the order of the series is Bloodletting, and then I think Punishment is next.
Correct.
Yeah, and then I think Debauchery is the 3rd one.
Correct.
And then Bondage.
Yes, and each title is representative of a positive and a negative. Maybe not so. Bloodletting was my first book. There's, a punishment, positive punishment, and criminal negative punishment. There's always a distinction between, love and crime, so to speak. And I've had great reviews where people were like, "Oh, now I get BDSM. I get when it's like right and just and fine, and I get when it's not." So that's wonderful. There's even positive debauchery, at least I think so. And bondage, that could be positive, and it could also be a negative,
Sure.
And it depends on so many factors. So I play with that with each book, and each color means something as well. They're not random colors. The next book is yellow, and that has a lot of, every color has a positive and negative connotation to it as well. So both of those elements are explored in each book as a thematic thing.
I love that you have a balance.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and also, like, the various topics I've discussed over the years, we've talked about so many different things. We always talk about in the streams the positives and the negatives and the misconceptions.
God.
The clearest one that I always have, which everyone understands, is that people, and I really hate this these days. So people like to refer to people who are submissive as being weak.
I addressed this in the new book.
Fantastic. Or people who are in a dominant position, they're assholes. And it's like I can't handle this. And it's not, I don't see it as much anymore, but like it was very also much like a VTuber theme where when someone would get flustered, it's like, "Oh, you're such a submissive little bottom. Look at you all flustered." Da 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 da. And I'm like, I don't know what kind of submissives you're used to, but I'm a very powerful submissive. And I'm powerful and I'm strong because I like to give my power away. That's discussed ahead of time. So I'm very much in control of the situation. There's nothing weak about me whatsoever. And if I'm acting that way, it's because I want to. And again, we've discussed it. It has nothing to do with my actual inner fucking unicorn strength, fucking pin you to a wall. Yeah. So, and then the whole dominant thing. And I've had some lovely friends come on who identify. I don't know if identify is the right word, but who are dominant in the bedroom. I had one friend on here talk about he was actually in a number of different master-slave relationships. Like he had a number of slaves as a master. Yep. And then I had another friend who was just a dom. He's just like and he was more on the sadist side. And then I have a lot of friends who call themselves soft doms. So there's just so many different but none of these people are assholes. None of them are assholes.
No.
So I really resent that so much.
Oh yeah, I do too. I don't care. I'm a switch. I could do the dominant thing or the top or bottom. Bottom's more fun because you do less work. Don't tell anybody I said that.
I mean, not if I'm bottoming. I'm a bit of a power bottom baby, so I'm still working pretty fucking hard.
Yeah, no, I am too. I'm a brat.
Yeah.
But I think of all the things that this is going to be addressed in the next book that I haven't even written yet. About.
You mean after consent?
Yeah. I'll even tell you. I'll tell you in the next book. The book coming out is Consent. The book after that I'm researching right now is going to be called Voyeur, and color's pink.
Woo!
And yeah, and that's swimming around in my head right now. And
Yeah.
and I've started research, and it's going to take a while.
Mm-hmm.
I've already have experts lined up to talk to for certain things I definitely need to address.
Fantastic.
Story's still coming together,
Mm-hmm.
but that's part of it. I mean, think of somebody being, dominant, like, the part that they have to play, where setting a tone, making sure that the person who's submitting to them is comfortable getting what they want and like, but is also the dominant person getting what they like. And oh man, I had one person, it's like it wouldn't work out, because when she was trying to dominate, she was so, like, the way she conducted herself with her words and all, it was like, it was just killing the mood. And it's like, I'm sorry, we can't do this, so there's a lot of pressure, especially somebody new starting out. Like, you got to be forgiving, it's got to takes time. But I've only met one person who was dominant, who was an asshole. And we shared a couple of words, because this person was a mistress, and it was a convention, and we were both shopping in the same area, and she was pushing me away. And
Like,
I'm like,
physically?
yeah, and she gave me this look, and I'm like, I'm not going to use the word that I used,
Okay.
but I said, look,
Yeah.
I am not your submissive, and you better, just watch your step. I'm sorry, it's a North Jersey thing.
No,
we're ready.
I get it. Yo.
Oh yeah, she was so, like, who do you think you are? And I don't know, and it also depends on how, what kind of, domination. Like, I know people, it's like, oh, I want a service, I want to, just, service, and there's not a whole bunch of, depending on what punishments and rewards are, that's different. But in general, it's not like I'm not one of those. I went to a party once, and I was new, and they said, hey, do you want to volunteer for X, this hot wax thing? I said no, because I was new, and I didn't know anybody, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. And so this guy volunteers, and he comes up, and she's like, take the submissive position, and I'm in my head, what the fuck is that? And he gets on his knees and bows before her, and I'm like, I'm glad I didn't volunteer, because I'm like, no, I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
tie me down, Porter Wax, let's go, and that's just,
Yeah.
I'm not into that.
Yeah.
But some people are.
Right.
And they're into the theatrics, and
Yeah.
I don't know, just-
I'm into wax, and I had someone gift me off my Throne. By the way, Throne is a anonymous gift giving site. I don't know if you've heard of Throne. It's pretty cool. You can put gifts on there, and people can, and then they'll come to your place of residence, and it's completely anonymous. Yeah, and I've read some reviews on a Japanese body wax, and so I have those, and I'm just waiting to use them because I like the sensation of wax. Yeah.
I haven't really explored that, because my head, says one thing, but the rest of my body says another, and that was funny. When I hit puberty, I was angry, because I started to get this hair all over my body, and I didn't want that, because I knew I wouldn't look good when I dressed up. One of the things that I did a lot when I was younger, even in college, like every Halloween, I would, because of fears that I had and stuff, I would cross dress. People think, oh, that's a great costume, you really look like a woman, thanks. And nobody knew that, this is how, this was my night out for the year, part. And because I've shaved my arms, I've shaved my legs before, and that stuff grows back, and it's itchy, and it's just, I don't know how people do it.
Yeah.
I love, and I was really bad. I hated I was like, man, why did I give up on, cross-dressing and stuff? And then I realized I hated putting on makeup. I hate it.
Yeah.
Hate it. So it's like, I was like, I'm like my own worst enemy and pain in the ass at the same time,
You just like what you like.
I know. Thank you.
Yeah.
Even in grad school, one guy challenged me, and I don't know why. He said, I could pull off being a woman better than you. And I was like, oh, no, you can't. So we did our thing. He was walking like an ape. I'm 1 foot in front of the other. I'm in heels, I'm moving with it. And I won because we went around the entire dorm and everybody took votes. So that was like my big, I wish I got a crown for that because I was really happy.
I love that. Do you still experiment with? I know you said you're a femboy. Do you still like wear dresses or?
No, none of that. I mean, that puberty really ruined me as the hair was coming in more and more.
Got
I
it.
was like,
yeah.
Now I lift like 4 days a week, and no, I just don't have like a feminine feeling about me anymore.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean I regret it or miss it. I'm glad I've had that experience.
Yeah,
I'm glad I was in touch with my feminine side. I mean, if that's something a partner would want to explore with me, we could definitely talk about that. But no, I remember, being a teenager. I got my first job at 13. I'm a busboy. I have long hair. People would come up behind me, tap me on the shoulder, and go, "Miss." And I would just have the biggest smile on my face when I turned around, and they were like, "Oh, you're a boy." It's like.
I love that.
I'll deal with that.
I love that. Yeah. We had a question earlier. Morsego, are you still in here? Yeah, Morsego asked, and by the way, you guys, this is a Q&A. I would like to take a few questions from chat, actually, before we get to our next segment.
Anything.
Yeah. Morsego asked, didn't the word fetish originally mean as some sort of idol object like a talisman? Oh my gosh, I don't know what a talisman means.
Like a talisman? That's, I don't, off the top of my head, I don't know the etymology of the word.
Oh, I have it. I've already got it.
Okay, great. Like I said, Prism knows what's going on.
Well, no, that's because Secution sent it to me, my mod.
Cool.
Yeah, so fetish is derived from the French fétiche, which comes from the Portuguese feitiço. Oh my God. It's an object. Okay, so yeah, it is an object believed to have supernatural powers, or in particular, a human-made object that has power over others. Essentially, fetishism is the attribution of inherent non-material value or powers to an object. Talismans and amulets are related. Fetishes are often used in spiritual or religious context. Holy frick, I did not know the etymology of that word. Wow.
It's awesome.
It's really cool. I like that, having power over others.
And that's, and there you go. Like that's, and it's actually amazing how, because I asked at one point, I asked my one therapist, like, can you get rid of a therapist? And after she stopped laughing, she said no. And, but I said, so where did this come from? And she's like, a lot of times there's no answers. Like, I mean, I have no answers for a lot of the stuff that I want, that I was into, and I don't know where they came from, but
wait, you don't know where what came from exactly?
Well, like certain fetishes and all, it's like they were just like inherent already. It's like, was I Leo Masaki in a previous life, and I just was like, I came back and like I like certain.
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Like,
sorry if I was.
No. So you're saying you don't know why you have some of the fetishes that you have? Is that what you're? Yeah.
Oh yeah, some of the desires, the likes, and why I have some of the dislikes that I do.
Yeah. Oh, Saku, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Oh my God, thank you so much. Execution, I am going to go to my Twitter really quickly and see what you gave me on my throne. Thank you so much for whatever it is. Let me take a quick look. Oh, contribution. Torta Roomba. Thank you. My dog hair. which is everywhere, will appreciate this Roomba. Thank you so much. Thanks for the contribution. I really appreciate it. Oh my God, that'll be so amazing if that ever comes in.
I wonder how the little ones are going to respond to that.
Probably not well, and I won't want to scare them, so I'll probably have to put them outside. We were on one of our walks today. You know, it's definitely, you know, lawn cutting season now as we go into spring, and there's a big old leaf blower, and I call my dogs the Wishbones because they're also anonymous. And my boy Wishbone dog was just trying to get off his leash and kill the leaf blower and the person using the leaf blower. Just, I hate you. I hate your face. I hate the sounds you're making. I'm uncomfortable. This is not a fetish. Rah, 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 rah. Motherfucker. Rah, rah, rah. Oh my God, it was so embarrassing. He wouldn't stop.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Woo. We are getting a raid. Oh, thanks, Pirate King. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. We are having my Kinkism with Prism premiere. My good friend William D. Prystauk is here. We're discussing we're discussing you know, Bill's career as a novelist and author, but specifically we have the first 4 books of Bill's Kink Noir series: Bloodletting, Punishment, Debauchery, and Bondage. On the screen, you guys don't forget !bingo, or I think it's a pinned tweet. And you guys, this is where you can find all of William's work right here in that link to Bill's Amazon. And let's talk about,
yes,
you guys, if you are gonna get a book, please do. I highly fucking recommend it. I am reading Bloodletting. It's so sexy and so good, and it's got that smoky noir feel. It's fantastic. Characters are rich. Yeah, it's good shit, man. And it's kinky as fuck. And that's why we're here. Yeah, Morsego. So listen, but here's the deal. And I think I have this on a timer running in my stream. Like, you'll hear VTubers talk all the time, or just any Twitch streamer really, about views. You know, we all want high views.
Right.
We want to know that all of the hours and hours and hours that we spend on creating content for the masses, we want people to come to our streams. We want them to enjoy them. I mean, streams are free to watch unless someone's doing like a sub-only stream, and I don't do sub-only streams.
Right.
Yeah, but like viewership is very important, because the more viewership you get as a Twitch streamer, that can help you possibly. We don't really have a good algorithm for VTubers, but if you do have a high viewership, your chances of being put on the front page of Twitch are pretty high. So viewership is really important to us. So correlating between viewership for streamers is reviews for authors. Yeah, and like you tell me, right? Like you really like it's like begging. It's like, people, please come to my streams. Like, just give me a lurk, for God's sakes, just so like the view shows up with the little eyeball. It's like, just give me a lurk. You gotta go do laundry. You gotta take care of the whatever. You got whatever. Just give me the lurk. And so for you, it's like, give you a review. Did you like it? Give me whatever stars, right? Like, let's talk about that a little bit.
Honestly,
like, that can kill you, right?
Oh yeah. One of the problems is, you know, asking for honest reviews. You know, it's important, because more reviews you have, the more your book gets noticed. So that's like the only way to build your readership. And most people, like, I think it's less than 3% of readers leave a review. And people, because I think people have it in their head that, oh, I have to write a review. I have to like write what, 500 words? No, 2 words. You know, it could be that simple, but it can mean the world to that, you know, author, writer, whatever. It's really important. And you know, one of the problems was, because I didn't realize it, because you know, Bloodletting sold over 1,300 copies, like all this stuff, and it's continuing to grow. And then I found out most of them were people who, you know, through Kindle, you know, Unlimited, got the books. But as my one friend shared with me, he's like, well, yeah, oh my gosh, I have your books too. That's great. And I was like, thank you so much. I'm honored. You know, I'm waiting for her to read them. And then I found out she has 45,000 books that she could read on her Kindle, and there's no way. She's a fast reader. There's no way she's going to read 45,000 books in her lifetime.
No.
So what happens is people don't, they store it, they don't read it,
Yeah.
they don't review it, and the author doesn't get paid. Because with the a Kindle, any ebook, it depends on the amount of pages that are being read. And so it's like, I might make obviously I don't make a blessed thing off the books, but what I want is I'm hoping people will find it. I've had such great feedback from people. I know I've told you this in the past. I had 2 wonderful people say that they used bloodletting as a guide for their own S&M exploration. Another person said, man, I read E.L. James stuff, 50 Shades of whatever, and I didn't learn anything. Now I know what BDSM is. And I was like, oh, great, and so that's cool. So if someone's happy, they learned something from it, or they just like the mystery, and that's cool. But it would be nice if review was there.
Yeah.
I don't even mind negative reviews, because as long as it's honest, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah. No.
They're important.
Yeah, for real. I get it.
Well, I think real quick, maybe everybody could relate to this. Imagine you go to work every day and you're never evaluated.
Yeah.
You have no idea what you're doing right or wrong, or let's say, you go to see a band, 100 people go see a band, band's on stage, 3 people applaud, 1 person boos, the other 96 have no reaction. So then would the musicians want to play again? So I contemplated quitting. I was like, what's the point of writing, And,
right.
But I can't really stop, It's not a fetish, but it keeps me alive, so I can't stop.
Well, but it's in your blood. You're also it's on your Amazon profile. In your day job, you're still a writer. You're a fucking writer. You write. You love it.
Yeah, 24/7 pretty much.
Yeah.
Medical copywriter by day, novelist by night.
Yeah. Hottie 25/8. Not 24/7, but 25/8. Get it?
25/8.
You're a hottie 25/8. We have another question. Is that okay?
Yeah, bring them.
Yeah. So this is from Slayer Spectre. And Spectre asks, for Mr. Prystauk, you said that these books take about a year to complete. Is that what you said?
Yes.
You did? Okay. So how does the process work? Do you research these topics? Do you visit areas where you observe the topic? How exactly does it work?
That's a great question. I have an idea in my head, it germinates, it becomes hey, this is the book I want to write. Then I go to, and I look at how this crime story is going to take shape. How can I keep it distance from the police? Have my own guy do his thing, even if there's a murder. And that's because police rarely work with a private investigator. 99.9% of police officers will say, no, we don't even want to work. We don't even want to see these people. And then I'll research what I need to in the beginning, and as I go through the revision process, I'll be like, oh wait, I need to look into that more. And then I'll find experts that I need. Let's say something happened to a particular person that killed them. Okay, what would that be? How would it look? How would it really work? So I might I haven't talked to a coroner yet. I haven't had to. This one coroner has a podcast, so he talks about stuff for other coroners, and I'm listening in because I'm taking notes, because I'm I want to get this right.
Yeah.
And I've talked to homicide detectives, police officers, court reporters, nurses, dominas or dominatrix, and whatever else comes to mind, even social services, even just to make sure that I'm accurate. I hate I hate watching like a movie and it's like, oh, I know that can't happen. The whole movie's ruined for me. So I want to make sure that, you know, I'm accurate in my assessments and what can and can't be done.
Yeah.
And like the new book, Consent, it's like I had the idea for it, what would go wrong and what would go right with it. Now I'm like, I really need to, like, you know, I think I know consent. And it's like, I really have to investigate this. So I read a bunch of articles. And that made the story tighter. And I will change a story. I've changed bloodletting dramatically because I spoke to a private investigator, spoke to a detective, and they were like, yeah, these things can't happen. And I was like, okay. And I threw out the story, and I didn't, you know, threw out like half the story. And I'm like, I need to change these things. It was a fun challenge. I didn't see it as a detriment. It, you know, made the story stronger. It went in different areas I didn't expect. So that was really cool. I even spoke to an FBI agent, and I felt embarrassed asking him questions like, yeah, I'm writing a book, and you know, and he was actually really excited about it, which was great. And so I do. So it's everything's like interwoven with the research. So like with the new book, you know, Voyeur, I know the subject that it's going to be, and I'm researching that subject. Because I don't have the full story yet. But as I'm researching a subject, it's like, oh, now I have an idea. Really make this story work. And they're all different. They're all unconventional. You're not going to read, you know, hopefully you're not going to read these plots in other, you know, noir books.
Well, there's not even you're the only Kink Noir author that there is. Slocution wants to know if you researched stenographers.
Stenographers?
Yeah, I actually forgot.
Yeah, I did. A court reporter. Actually, no, same thing. A friend, her and her husband, and I met her through my master's, you know, creative writing program, and so it was great to ask her questions about some of the things that she sat in on. You know, how, you know, she knew a lot of police officers. You know, I know a couple. I was actually in the Coast Guard for a while in my youth, and I was actually in the police academy for a couple of months until I got a knee injury. And you know, old punk rockers don't really belong in those things, but I found out. But you know, I remember, you know, obviously stuff from there, and so I have a lot of connections too, and I learned a little bit, and I just want to make it all accurate. But yeah, court reporters, they make a lot of money.
Yeah.
They make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Really.
I have to tinkle.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta do it. I'm gonna put the Be Right Back screen on. And when we come back, I want to play a little game with you.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's gonna be. I hope you enjoy it. It's gonna be so fun.
Cool. Well, I'm taking a pee break too then. So
yeah, chat. We're gonna pee, so you guys can pee too, and we will be right back, chat. Okay, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. Okay. Okay. Da-na-na-na-na. We are back. Hello.
Hey.
Okay, we are going to play a game.
Ooh.
Yes. So, there's a show on NPR. NPR is called Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me, and I love that show. It's very much an improv show. It's amazing comedians and writers, and it's fantastic. And there's a show they do. Hi, Chad. How's it going? Oh my goodness. What is this? What game is Prism? There's a poll going on. What Twister? Oh, Candyland and Battleship tied. Guys, we're not playing Candyland or Battleship.
You snorted.
I did. I snort all the time. But there is a game that is played on NPR's Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me, where whoever the guest is, they pick sort of an adjacent topic. So like if they have like a famous architect on the show as a guest, they might play a game about famous construction companies, like architects build. And yeah, wow. So they'll do like an opposite, and then like they'll ask the guest all these questions about like the topic that they chose just to be like abstract and funny. And anyway, it's great. So what I've done.
Oh, good. I'm glad I don't have to think of it.
Oh, no. You don't have to do anything. No. We are playing. I'm just trying to find my. Where is it? Is this it? No, that's your book. I'm gonna find it. Where is it? There we go. Okay. We are doing. Let me make sure. Okay, this is called Nearly Noir. Oh. Famous whodunits and silver screen dreams. I'm gonna shrink myself here.
Oh man.
What? What?
No, you'll find out in about 5 seconds, probably.
What? Because you know a lot about this?
Maybe I know about books, but not the film.
That is okay. We are going to. This is gonna be fun.
Sweating.
No. This is all for fun. And chat obviously can play along as well. I'm moving some stuff out of the way. That's gonna be over there. I'm gonna put my
that Wild Moccasin song.
It's good stuff.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay, so I first heard about Boyish Wave on an interview that you did with that wacky radio guy. Remember that one?
Oh my god, yeah.
That was a crazy interview.
Yeah, he was trying to get me. He was trying to get me to like say like messed up shit for and I wouldn't play. I wouldn't play his game.
I couldn't tell if he was like flirting with you. By the way, I have costume change. Hi.
Hey.
Wow. Hi. I couldn't tell. Like, he was flirting with you, but like in a really weird way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. That was something. That was a really, it was great. But their music was stellar, and I'd never heard of I think the song is Boyish Wave, but the group is Wild Moccasins?
Wild Moccasins.
Yeah. And I was like, holy shit. Okay, so our Nearly Noir, we're doing Nearly Noir, Famous Whodunits and Silver Screen Dreams. Okay.
Cool. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, chat, you can also participate. Excuse me. You can also participate. I have hiccups. All right. Kink Stream Trivia. Here we go. I'm going to.
Prism, while you're doing that, are you
wearing
black gloves with that?
Oh, you like black gloves, do you?
Oh yeah.
I actually have. Yeah, I have. They're little arm guards for my skates.
Hot.
Yeah, cute, right?
Oh, wow. It doesn't matter what you wear. You can wear a burlap sack.
Aw. You're just saying that.
Are we flirting now?
When are we not? When are we not flirting? Oh gosh. Oh, thanks for the applause. Okay. The first question. What is the literal meaning of noir? It does need art, Jezza.
French word for black.
Oh. Chat, do you want to take a guess? I think that's pretty much it. I myself like gloves like all the way to the biceps.
Dark or black.
Yeah. No, I think it's black. Yeah. Okay, well, Lade, you're French. Come on. Lade's cheating. Lade is French, so of course. Yeah, it is black. Yeah, French for black. Yes. So we shall go over to Lay answer. Yes. Black or dark film and cinema. Yeah. Very good.
Right.
So you got the first question.
Cool game, I won.
Wait, well, okay. There's so many more.
Cool. Let's go.
That was good. All right. Back to what number are we on? We are on 4. All right. Question. This is most commonly cited as the first true noir film. What film is it?
Got the 39 Steps.
I don't know. L Train says Casablanca.
Great film.
That is
Great film.
God, it hurt me. Yeah, it was a great film. Innocent Bystander also says Casablanca. Any other guesses? This isn't for a book. This is just for fun here. I think we had 2 bingo winners. Are you guys still have your bingo cards out? Because we have one more bloodletting book to give away. Slayer Spectre also says Casablanca. Saku, how come you've never finished Casablanca? Oh, we've had all 3 bingo winners. Awesome, awesome. Oh, Eltrain, you got a bingo. That's great. Morsego, I don't know what movie that is. William, do you know what movie ends in Forget It, It's Chinatown?
Oh, Chinatown's brilliant.
But is that the last line in the movie Chinatown? Forget It, It's Chinatown?
Oh, man. Yeah. I forgot. And that's one of the scripts I had to read early on in my writing career, write screenplays, because that's such a brilliant script. It's like It's Chinatown, you know, something like that. Yeah. Great. Okay. What an ending. Holy crap.
Let's find out what the answer is.
Everybody around this neighborhood.
Answer, Stranger on the Third Floor, released in 1940.
Maybe you can help me find this man.
What?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
And this is a little scene from it right here.
Clip.
Yeah. I haven't heard of it. I haven't heard of it either.
know that either.
And we studied noir
All I know
in
is
my
has
theater
big,
classes,
protruding
just
eyes.
when we were studying different
He was a
kinds of
funny-looking
film.
long
We
white
studied
scarf.
noir.
You never saw him?
Everybody around this
So yeah,
neighborhood.
okay,
Oh,
Stranger
sure,
on the
and they
Third
all
Floor.
know
Damn.
me. Honest to
I
goodness,
never.
that's what they
Wow.
call me.
Is it a Hitchcock
Well,
movie? I don't know.
maybe you can
Execution, is
help
it a
me
Hitchcock
find this
movie?
man I'm looking for.
A man?
No, that's not.
I don't know.
Strangers on a Train is Hitchcock.
Yeah.
What does he look like?
I don't know that either. I never saw him.
Oh
All I
man.
know
Yeah.
is
I love Rear Window. That's my
he has
favorite
big,
Hitchcock.
protruding
Oh, it's
eyes.
good, isn't it?
He was a funny-looking long white scarf.
And you never saw him?
Oh man, Grace Kelly.
Everybody around this neighborhood.
Oh man,
sure, and
she's
they all know me.
divine.
Honest to goodness, Giuseppe, that's what they call me.
Well, maybe you can
Divine.
help me
I
find
know.
this man
Okay, question. This noir detective loves egg creams, Rubik's cubes. Who are they? Egg creams and Rubik's.
Is this Monk or something? See
I
that
don't know. Is Monk
not
noir?
in modern stuff. I don't know.
I don't-
Rubik's Cube.
Is Monk noir detective? Is that a noir show?
Yeah, this is I have no idea.
Monk can be noir, Virus says. Saku, Monk is neon noir. Fluorescent? What are you talking about? Dick Tracy? What is neon noir? Never heard of the term neon noir before. Dick Tracy? I don't know. Let's find out.
Egg creams and Rubik's cubes.
Egg creams and Rubik's. It's not Roger Rabbit. Well, he wasn't a detective anymore.
Oh man, that's so great. I love that.
Neo noir. Nicholas Cage.
Yeah, well, that's my stuff's classic called neo noir.
Yours is neo noir also. Nicholas Cage from Spider-Man. That's who they're saying. Was Nicholas Cage a detective in Spider-Man? Was Nicholas Cage?
What?
I don't fucking know what they're on about. Let's see what the answer is.
My name is Peter.
Spider-Man.
My universe, it's 1933.
Oh,
and I'm a
Spider-Man
private
Noir. Okay, so Spider-Man from
What?
Spider-Man Noir loves.
What is that?
I don't know.
That's awesome.
That's
My
the.
name is
Let
Peter
me get rid of my
Parker.
little light
My
particles.
universe,
Hold
it's
on.
1933, and I'm a
Yeah.
private eye.
There we
I
go.
like to drink egg
I
cream.
did not know.
Sometimes
This
I let
looks like a
matches
cool
burn down
show.
my
I've never heard of
fingertips
it.
Yeah, I
just
gotta
to feel
check
something
that
in it.
out now.
My name is
Huh.
Peter Parker. In my universe, it's
Never heard of
1933,
it.
and
That
I'm a
looks
private
so
eye.
damn
I
cool.
like to
Oh, and
drink
apparently
egg cream.
Execution is streaming
Sometimes
this
I
in the
let matches
Discord
burn down
tomorrow.
my
That's
fingertips
cool.
just to feel something, anything.
That's fantastic.
Excellent. You
My
guys
name
come
is
by.
Peter
Yeah,
Parker.
thank
In my
you.
universe,
Awesome.
It's 1933,
Okay.
and I'm a private eye. I like to drink egg
See, you're not
creams.
doing so bad
Sometimes I let
here.
matches burn down to my fingertips just to
One
feel
right,
something,
two
anything.
misses. Do
Well,
I get a
My name
spanking
is
if?
Peter
Oh, I'm
Parker.
sorry.
In
For
my
that.
universe,
I
it's
mean,
1930.
yes. Question. This neo-noir film is based on a game. Oh, hang on. I can't really see. Let me get rid of my...
It's on a game of the same name. That is, what is the film?
Neo-noir,
I do know
neo-noir
this.
film is based on a game of the same name. What is the film?
Neo noir. I know when you say it, I'm gonna be upset.
I see some guesses in chat. I think one person's got it so far. Is there a game? Oh, there is a game called Clue, of course.
Yeah, it might be that.
Wouldn't that be an answer? Because Clue is noir. Wait, is Clue noir? Is Clue neo-noir? That's a whodunit. But that's part of the noir genre, isn't it?
Whodunits, they don't necessarily have to be noir.
Yeah,
I mean,
Clue is not noir. Clue is whodunit.
Yeah, Agatha Christie didn't do noir. I mean, you know, but she did whodunits.
Saku, how is Clue neo-noir? It's a whodunit.
No, but this is great. Like, meet at a coffee shop and talk about it for 2 hours and stuff. You know.
Well, for sure. Yeah.
Trying to define horror. What's a horror movie?
Well, there are definable elements of horror movies, right? Or the horror genre, right?
Depends on who you speak to. Because when I was doing my horror screenplay as part of my MFA many moons ago, that was going to be my paper. I was going to write a critical paper on defining horror. And everybody, the entire class, the president of the program, the director of the program, several instructors, everybody said no collectively. They're like, don't do that. You'll never finish it. You'll never have an answer. You know, you'll pull your hair out, be institutionalized. So
you didn't do it?
Oh, it's really hard.
Yeah.
It's really, people get in almost fights over it, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Just, okay, quick derail. Have you heard of the show Yellow Jackets?
I've heard of it, haven't seen it.
Oh my God!
Wow. That sounds like I should watch it.
Holy, and you know I can't do horror. I can do this. I can do this. It is the best show I've seen in years. Is
that Netflix or?
Yeah, it's Prime. Well, it's a Showtime show, but I can get Showtime on Prime with my Paramount subscription. I hate how fucking complicated all the subscriptions are.
It's all insane.
Because it's not a Prime show, but I watch it on Prime. But I think it's because I have a Paramount subscription, which gives me certain channels through my Amazon Prime account. Anyway, that's way too much information. Yellow Jackets is classified as a horror series, so I was concerned.
Right.
Definitely there are some issues for me that I have to fast forward through sometimes. But oh my God, I highly recommend it, and then you need to talk to me about it.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay, so we've had a lot of guesses here. Let me go back down.
If somebody got it.
Yeah, no, I saw it a couple times. It's
probably going to be Clue.
I don't see why Clue would be the wrong answer, but
the film was noirish the way they made it, so I could see it. Being it.
He's got new injuries.
Yep.
There it is. Now. Why would anyone want to kill him twice?
Seems so unnecessary.
That's what we call overkill. What we call psychotic.
That's why I was like, it's not Clue. But I really
That's what we're trying to find out.
know it was Clue.
We're trying to find out
Oh, man.
where, and with what.
Adeline Kahn, I miss her, man.
So
Missed her for like 20 years.
I know.
I'm shouting. I'm shouting.
Tim Curry's my favorite.
Awesome.
God, this is my favorite movie.
Tim Curry's he's gold.
He's got new injuries.
Yeah.
Well, he's certainly dead now.
Well, he's certainly dead now.
To kill him twice.
Seems so unnecessary.
That's what we call
Oh God,
overkill.
I'm just like watching this with no sound.
Unless he
Oh,
wasn't
it's so good. It's so good.
What's the difference? That's what we're
It
trying
was
to find
smart.
out.
I mean, they had
We're trying to find out
5
who
to
killed
7
him,
different
where,
endings, and they
with
played them.
what. There's no
3.
need to shout. I'm not shouting.
3 different endings.
They had
Okay,
3,
like,
yeah, and they had they had different releases in the movie theater, so you'd have to like go to see the movie. Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
No, it was so
yeah.
wild because it's hard enough to come up with an ending. To come up with 3, and they're all logical.
That's what we call
Yep.
You know, it's like,
overkill. What we
holy
call
shit, that's
psychotic.
awesome.
They all
Unless he
make
wasn't
sense.
dead before.
So
That's the
it was.
difference. That's what we're
Well, I don't
trying
know.
to
Should I
find
say who
out.
the murderers were in the endings, or is
We're trying
that
to
like
find out who killed
spoilery?
him,
I guess it's
and
spoilery.
with
Yeah,
what.
I won't
There's
say
no
it.
need to shout. I'm not shouting.
All right.
Inspire these people to watch.
Yeah, you guys, it's so good. It's so good. Okay, here's the next question. This detective created Raymond Chandler.
Raymond Chandler, yay!
Appeared in, let me get rid of my... Appeared in numerous noir films. What is the character's name?
Philip Marlowe.
Philip Marlowe.
He's my favorite noir writer. He's great. He had a great style, Raymond Chandler. His last book, he wasn't prolific. He only wrote 7 of these books. He didn't even name the series. Last book was a little but man, great stuff.
Hang on, Jezza. Anyone want to reenact the ending of Clue with me? Jezza, what do you mean? Like, get murdered? What do you mean reenact the ending of Clue? Jezza, what are you talking about? Yeah, and which ending? There's 3 of them. There's one ending with one murderer, another ending with another murderer, and then another ending with a variety of interesting things happening.
Oh, I know how it happened. Not that I want to ruin it, but Colonel Mustard in the library with a unicorn.
How dare you! How dare you! How dare you, how dare you, how dare you.
Alright, it's the seltzer.
It's a seltzer? Yeah, likely
it's
story.
Just strawberry seltzer. Strawberry's like fun, you know? So you just...
Ooh, strawberry, yummy. Okay, so you said Philip Marlowe. I haven't seen anyone else. I can't believe Prism was the murder weapon all along. It's true, L Train. Okay, Chief Tech. Sleep with my... Oh, that one. I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife. God, that really is like... That really is such a great line. Okay, Spectre also thinks it's Marlowe. Of course it is. Let's look anyway, though.
Los Angeles, the city of angels.
Oh, sorry. It's
like
kind of
the
hidden
city
by
of dirty
chat right here.
Yes.
But yes, Philip Marlowe.
People pay me to look into
Yeah,
the
Philip Marlowe.
activities
Very
of its
good.
finest citizens.
I haven't heard a no. I'll do
I'm
it
a
with you,
private
Jezza.
detective.
But I got Jezza. We have to be
My
married.
name
Do you want
is
to
Philip
marry me?
Marlowe, Los Angeles.
Are we getting married,
Hey,
Jezza?
City of
Did you
angels.
just propose to me?
More like a city of dirty.
Yeah.
Okay, good, because it's a yes.
Hell yeah. Yes, I'm getting married. Finally. Fuck yeah.
And that was Patrick Stewart's character, I believe.
I'm gonna grab you and put you behind me. Hi there. I'm sorry, my ass is in your face.
Don't apologize for that.
This Starfleet captain is a fan of noir detective novels, often venturing to the holodeck to recreate them. What is his name? Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. There you are.
Yeah, that was Picard. There it is, Picard.
Picard.
That's my guess. I can't think of the others.
Yes, Jezza, you can be a bridesmaid. Jean-Luc Picard. Picard. Yeah. It's gotta
That's
be it.
my guess.
That's gotta be it. I'm going down to the trivia. Number 12. Number 13.
Captain
No, Noir has an anti-hero.
I'm entering the ship's holodeck, where
Noir has,
images
like,
of
you know, an
reality
anti-hero,
can be
actually.
created by
You
our
know,
computer.
that's
Highly useful in crew training.
even a reluctant
Highly
hero,
enjoyable when used for games and
which
recreation.
I think, to me, is more of an anti-hero. It's like someone who doesn't like Han Solo in Star Wars. You know, I don't want to get involved. I'm a scoundrel.
Yeah. But
No,
then
but
he's
he does,
super
'cause
involved, yeah.
He's got a good heart.
Right, right. So is that something about every noir protagonist, right? Like they feign apathy or
Captain's personal log. I'm entering the
That's
ship's
oh my
holodeck,
God!
where
You just
images of reality
this is beautiful
created by our
because
computer.
of
Highly
what you're
useful in
saying.
crew training.
One of the interesting
Highly
things about
enjoyable
noir
when used for
is
games and
there's usually
recreation.
like a character arc. You know, in books, film, you know, you see this character grow and change. But the reason crimes are solved in noir books is because the character doesn't change. And that's a really cool, unique thing. Like Philip Marlowe, you know he's going to solve the crime because he's
Captain's
the way he
personal log.
is.
I'm entering the
And,
ship's holodeck,
you
where
know,
images of
there's
reality can be
growth is
created by
minimal.
our computer.
And I think that's
Highly
really
useful in crew
interesting.
training.
And yeah, they can be
Highly
apathetic,
enjoyable
just like
when
you were
used for
saying.
games
And
and
then it's like,
recreation.
all right, I'm going to ride this one out, you know?
so they don't have a character arc.
Usually, no. That's one of the weird things. It's interesting. There's a story arc, but not necessarily a character arc.
Huh.
And because the character is who they are, and they're being maybe berated for it, like some dame or something like that, you know. And
Captain's
oh,
personal
you're
log.
so
I'm entering the ship's
Marlowe,
holodeck,
yeah.
where images of
And then it's
reality
like, well, because
created
Marlowe
by
was
our
nah,
computer.
and you were
Highly
dismissing
useful in
him.
crew training.
Marlowe solved the
Highly
crime
enjoyable
because of
when
the way
used
he
for
was.
games and
So it's
such.
really interesting like that.
Huh.
You could, and you could explore that. I think it'd be great. Like, is it a misogynistic thing? No, I don't know.
Interesting.
But if you're doing working on a grad paper, that could be a good one.
You kind of sound like you know what you're talking about. Are you a Kink Noir author or something?
Would you like to see my books?
I would love to see your books. Okay, I just barked at you. Let me get rid of that. Hollywood's classical film. Sorry, it's supposed to say noir, not noir. Noir period is regarded as extending between what time period?
1940 through 1959.
Not 1939?
It was 1940s, I would think.
1940, yeah.
The whole decade of the 40s.
What do you think, chat? Def the 40s. I love the style of clothing in the 40s. I love the hats.
Yes, same here.
I love the hourglass hugging outfits of the 40s.
Yes.
There's something super sexy about, I mean, obviously I show some skin and I love skin being shown, but there's something so sexy about being completely covered up, but you can see every curve. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love it. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the 20s, 30s, and 40s.
Yeah,
No,
20s
not the.
Yep. Go ahead.
Oh, I mean, not the negative aspects of it, of course.
No, we're talking
but-
about outfits. We're talking about costume. Yeah, 20s was flapper, right? 20s was flapper.
Yeah, 20s was the flappers, jazz age.
Yeah. I forget what the 30s was.
Well, 30s that was an interesting time too. And that's when it was just a weird period after the 20s and Prohibition and
the 30s was the Depression was 39.
Yeah, it was, but there was still something about the cars, the fashion, the meat of it,
Yeah.
Explore that a little bit in the horror novel I wrote, just a little bit, but that was fun to do.
Which horror novel?
Horror novel, The Hanging Girl.
Yes. Boom. I had this up for a while and I didn't ask you anything about it. But this is your okay, when did this come out? When did this come out, like with
2023
okay.
September.
Okay.
2023.
Well, it still feels like it's new.
It is new.
And this is horror, not whodunit, not noir.
Right.
Okay.
But it is a mystery.
Yeah.
Mystery horror, that's for sure.
Okay, so let me ask you this though: not every mystery book is a whodunit. Every whodunit is a mystery, but not every mystery book would be considered because isn't a whodunit a very specific kind of subgenre of mystery?
Yeah, subgenre. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You said it perfectly.
Yeah,
you really did.
Oh, that's great. So yeah, you guys, we've been talking about kink and BDSM, but William is also a horror enthusiast, novelist, and expert. He's got a super popular podcast on his Crash Palace, and I think I have that. I think I updated this.
It's the last knock. We've been on hiatus for a really long time for a lot of reasons.
Okay.
But I will be doing a show soon.
Really?
Yeah, it'll be the first one in like a year.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll be getting, and that's the Crash Palace Twitter. That's the horror.
It's literally, I do have a timer running, but it's at Crash Palace is the Twitter account, and that's and I've listened to your horror podcast. It's fascinating. You and Johnny, is it Johnny?
Yeah, Johnny Numb.
Johnny Numb. Yeah, you guys are great together.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
he's awesome. And
yeah.
What a writer he is.
Oh
He
yeah.
could outright me. He could outright me any day of the week.
Really?
Wait till he. Seriously, you wait until he publishes. Forget it. I'm gonna quit.
Gonna quit. Come on.
Is it the 40s?
Let's find out. It is the 40s and 50s.
I said that first, so I
You
guess
did.
I technically win.
Did you change your answer?
I said just the 40s because I was like, I should have paid attention if they said decade, but they didn't, and I said 40s and 50s.
I always think Beach Boys 50s, although the Beach Boys were after the 50s, weren't they?
60s, yeah.
Yeah.
Beach Boys are.
But I think of pinup and,
Yeah.
you know, I think
Age,
of, yeah. So I don't think of noir, but, okay. Next question. Chat, you guys are doing so well.
I think I got 4 right and 3 wrong.
You're doing amazing. Okay, 2 later movements in film drew inspiration from classical noir while taking place decades after the classical noir period. What are they known as?
What the fuck?
And these are good
2 later
questions.
movements in film.
2 later movements in film drew inspiration from classical noir while taking place decades after. Ooh, that's a really hard question. This feels like a test.
I know. Are we getting into like Sin City territory here?
Oh,
with
is this Blade Runner type stuff?
Man, Blade Runner has so many noir elements to it. Yeah, you could even, let's say science fiction movements though.
Movements.
Science fiction isn't a movement.
So yeah,
that's
the
a genre.
movement. I don't know. Chat is guessing neo-noir and cyberpunk and steampunk.
Oh, nice. There it is. That's got to be one of them.
I'm cyberpunky.
Yeah, you are.
Let's find out.
What else?
Do you want to keep guessing? Do you want the answer?
No, I'll be here like 10 days.
Answer. Oh, of course. Let me move your cutie pie face out of the way. Neo-noir and neon. Oh, neon noir is a thing.
What? Yeah, that's like a trick question, though.
Is it?
Well, I think so, because I think they were talking outside of the noir genre, not as part of its evolution. Cyberpunk, to me, like there's elements of noir in that as well.
Huh. Okay. These are tricky.
That's just me. I mean, what the hell do I know?
These are tricky. You looking something up? like the light on your face tells us that you might be on a laptop.
I'm looking up neon noir. I never
I've never heard of it. Yeah.
From the 80s.
Noir. Okay.
Creates a dreamlike atmosphere with stylized visuals with a vibrant saturation, neon text, and an overall feeling of existential isolation. I think they just described Blade Runner.
Is that Miami Vice? It's very frickin' retro, you know, neon retro to me. Cool. All right.
Yeah, that sounds like Blade Runner. Neon. I just thought it was noir-esque. I didn't know it actually had a name on it.
So Blade Runner and cyberpunk are tech noir. Saku says. Yeah, listen.
Yeah, I'm getting a headache from this stuff.
I mean, this is a little crazy. All right, here's the next question.
Look, I'm back in school.
Let me move you back.
John
over.
Huston, adaptation of a Dashiell Hammett novel. Stars Humphrey Bogart. What's the name? Is this This is
It's not Casablanca, is it?
No. This is the
Was Casablanca noir? It was, right? No, it wasn't. It wasn't a mystery.
war film.
Oh.
Maltese Falcon.
Maltese Falcon.
That's my final answer.
You're like, I'm not gonna know any of these. You've gotten them all pretty much. Shit. You know what? If you continue to get all these right, you're gonna be able to win a copy of Bloodletting. Yeah! Be sure and leave a review, punk. Reviews help my friend William D. Prystauk.
Oh, I love you. You're amazing.
No, you. Swiss Family Robinson. Saku, what are you on about? Let's find out the answer.
It better be the Maltese fault. I can't imagine.
Oh, Chad's hiding it. Oh, this is such a pain.
Yeah, you can see, that's Maltese there.
Is it?
And there's
Maltese
the Falcon.
Yeah. Very
Peter
good.
Lorre with hair in the back. Look at that.
I can't think of who that is.
I talk like this.
Oh, really?
Yes. Oh, master. I mean, he would talk like that like all the time.
Yep. I know who you're talking about now. When you said that, oh my goodness.
Because I was going to say this as an early start to film noir was the movie M to a degree.
The movie M?
Yeah, M. Fantastic film. He did that right before him and Fritz Lang escaped Germany, you know, right 1939, 38, 39.
Okay, okay.
It was a chief example of tech noir. There we go. We know it. It's Blade Runner.
It's Blade Runner. Yep.
So next.
Yeah, right? Does anyone disagree that it's Blade Runner? Does anyone want to make a different guess? Well, it doesn't matter because it's Blade Runner. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
This is a trailer. What's her face? Sean, what's her name is in this, right?
Yeah, Sean Young.
Sean Young, yeah.
Harrison Ford.
Yep.
Rutger Hauer.
Kind of nervous.
And this was Daryl Hannah's first role.
It was?
Yeah.
2019, that was the future. Is that where they thought we were going to be in 2019? Wow.
Yeah. We have no replicants yet, but we have pollution, so we got half of it right.
We got pollution. We have AI starting to take over some shit.
I know.
Which we don't like.
Beautiful film.
Yeah.
And Joe Turkel, who played Floyd the bartender in The Shining. What a wonderful gentleman. I met him. He was just a sweetheart.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Absolute sweetheart. Got cool Rutger Hauer is.
Yeah.
This is a bad.
Oh, and Marshall.
How
He
can
was
it not know what it is?
Sean Young, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, this movie's so good.
I saw it so long ago. Ridley Scott. Okay. So, wait, what number was that? That was 22. So, here's the next question. A TTRPG combining fables and noir, this role-playing game allows players to tackle two genres at once. What is the game called? It's not D&D.
God, I remember Tag, and I mean Tag with you know, the fake guns and stuff running around doing that. I don't know.
TTRPG tabletop. Oh, I love Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep Virus. That's what's his face, Philip Dick. Right?
Yeah, that was Philip K. Dick, and that was pretty much what Blade Runner became. And the book is, I'm sorry, the book was awful.
Blade Runner or Electric?
Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. I didn't like it. I prefer Blade Runner the movie.
Have you seen the series that's based, like, they made a whole series, and I think it's called Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?
I didn't even hear of it.
Yeah, it's a sci-fi series. It's fucking fantastic.
Check it out. There's like, because there's 8 billion things out there. I mean,
I know.
Everything's oversaturated.
I know.
Like, I wish people would stop writing books.
Right?
Just stop for a while.
Yeah.
I'll keep writing now, but you know, everybody else should just stop.
Everyone just stop it. Deus Ex.
I have no idea what this could be.
Shadowrun. People are saying Shadowrun.
Hey, chat.
Yeah, chat's leaning towards Shadowrun. Let's see what it is. City of Mist.
City, behind the rolling mist.
Huh.
That's great. Never heard of it.
Did I pull up the wrong? Sorry, I'm questioning my. I might have screwed up. Hold on, 23. No, it is. It is. City of Mist. That's the answer that goes with this. Yeah.
That's wild.
Sucker did a great job here, didn't he? He created these.
Mist.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
And every forgotten quarter has its own
Man, I want to see. Oh, if that was like anime or something, I'd be all over that.
That looks pretty fucking cool.
To underworld gods.
Yeah.
It's not always about
Sucker,
grand
where'd you
theatrics,
get this from?
Sometimes you need to go back to the place where
because it's a TTRPG, right? This looks like a full animated thing.
The origins of your myth. Reconnect with the
badass.
people
Totally.
you swore to protect.
And you know that was one of the reasons I was drawn into you know, Cowboy Bebop was because of the noir feel of it. You know, it definitely had noir elements.
You know, I didn't see Cowboy Bebop. I didn't know it had noir. I thought it was a western in space. Wait, I'm thinking of Firefly.
No, but no, it was a western in space with. I mean, you could do a mix of genres. And that's the weird thing about publishing. In the publishing world, it's very traditional and
sometimes you need to go back
better stay in these categories. But with film and television, you could have a multi-categories, and they're like the more categories that we can put our show into, the more audience we can get. But publishing is like a million years behind.
To become their local legends.
And you know, it's tough.
Yeah.
In this city,
because you know my stuff is graphic, and you know, just I try to keep it real. You know, like how could you write about a detective in the kink community and not have sex in it? Like what the?
Well, right.
You know, crazy. For the screenplay, yeah. You know, Fade to Black. For the books, no, and so publishers are like, well, you can't do this, and I'm like, well, this is hard-boiled, also called a hard-boiled detective novel.
Yeah.
The ones that were hard-boiled were the ones where guys were like, ah, gee whiz, you know, like he got away, and my guy's like, what the fuck, you know, and it's like, shit like that. So,
yeah,
sex, violence, and language, because it's real, you know?
My favorite. Saku says, City of Mist lets you play a unicorn derby skater if you want. Really?
Luchadors to underworld.
That's me. I'm in it. Wow.
It's not always about grand theatrics, you know.
Oh, it's cool as hell.
Yeah, it does.
To the place where you
okay, this is.
It also has a Blade Runner feel too. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Agatha Christie is the answer.
Hold on. Whoops. Regarded one of the most noir authors of all time, creating characters such as Poirot, and Miss Marple.
Hercule Poirot, Belgian, and Miss Marple.
It's Agatha Christie.
Yeah, I've tried to read Agatha Christie. She could introduce like 100 characters in 10 pages. It's like, no. Exclamation points all over the place. I just couldn't do it. I love the movies.
Yeah,
you know,
the movies are great.
Yeah, the old ones, you know, I'm not really a fan of the remakes that they're doing. But
what are the remakes?
The ones with
like Glass Onion? Is that an Agatha Christie remake?
No, they just did a Death in Venice last year.
Oh, who did Murder on the Orient Express?
Yeah, that one too. I'm not digging those at all.
No.
Nah, they're because, and I'll tell you why. And this happens with a lot of books, even in Sherlock Holmes. And I don't like Sherlock Holmes books because the writer takes. And yes, I'm saying this about Sir Conan Doyle, Arthur Conan Doyle. I'm saying this about Agatha Christie. And what they would do, and a lot of writers do this that write mysteries, and I hate them for it, is they don't supply all the information. You think you're getting it as a reader, then you get to the book, and suddenly Sherlock Holmes will pull this thing out of his ass that he discovered that you didn't know anything about, so
Yeah.
he could solve the crime.
Right.
And you're like, oh wow, he's brilliant. So with all of the novels, you discover things as the private investigator does, and you can solve it. You have the same information that the detective does. That was my big concern with the whodunit and Bondage. Will people guess? And so far no one was like, yeah, I saw it a mile away. That was like the biggest relief. But you get all the information that as it appears to the private detective, Denny Bowie.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah,
you're
that
not
does
going to
kind
be...
of drive me nuts about Sherlock Holmes. It's like, it's kind of cool how it comes about, but it's like, well, and it's so fast. It's like, well, I never knew that happened.
Yeah, in Hound of the Baskervilles, he pulls out this information that he had when he ran away to do something on his own. So Watson, who's telling the story, doesn't know it. So suddenly he can solve the crime, and because the reader didn't have that information, we couldn't like take a guess.
Yeah.
At what the resolution would be. I hate when the characters are behind, like the reader gets ahead of the characters, or the movie viewer. It's like, oh, we're waiting for these characters to catch up to the stuff that we know.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that. So I try to write. I don't try. I mean, I write and like consider it real time. As you're reading what's happening, it's happening at that moment.
Yeah.
So you don't know anything in advance of the characters, and you're not behind them.
Yeah.
And there's no delusion. You're not being hoodwinked, as they used to say.
Right.
So, 'cause I hate that. I just think it's cheap writing.
Yeah. Secution says that Sir Arthur Conan Doyle solved an actual murder one time.
You might be right, because he was a really interesting character. I mean, he based Sherlock Holmes on a teacher that I think his name was Bell or something like that. He was just like really amazing with what he could do with looking at bodies, looking at people, and just like how they dressed, like how he could really determine who they were, looking at their hands, feeling their hands. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
But
okay, so we know the answer to this one, but let's take a look. Agatha Christie. Yeah.
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 Not a fan, sorry.
Yeah.
Miss Christie.
It's okay. Listen, I love the movies. The movies are amazing.
Chandler. Reed Chandler.
Chandler. What's Chandler?
French series following cases of a feline detective. This series adapts elements of noir and furries into a series of graphic novels and a video game that is the name of the titular character, and I don't know what it is because I never heard of it until now.
Wow. A feline
And I want to know it.
Adapts elements of noir and furries into a series of graphic novels. Jackrabbit says Black Sad. Pink Panther. Not a bad guess.
I'm sorry. I haven't really done anything with furries yet in the series. I just do a little mention.
Yeah.
But what I try to do is, like, whether I'm into it or not, I try to, like, welcome the entire, like, kink community into these books in some way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
And I just haven't really gotten to them yet. But my guy will be like, they're in the X, I'm not. Like, leave them alone, like,
I love, so you do have plans to write more about furries?
Not yet, but I could be writing and suddenly, I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm thinking of a conduit to another dimension.
If you're looking for anyone to interview, I got people.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I will keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Again, I want to, especially if I'm not into something where I don't know much about, I want to know about it. I want to get it right. Because so many times, I forgot who it was. I actually wrote to the publisher to complain. This author did some stupid mystery thing and totally misrepresented everything in the kink community.
Oh.
You could tell didn't do any research like E.L. James didn't.
Oh.
It's really disgusting, and the author had the line, well, most BDSM turns into violence anyway. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, God, that's so bad when people say that.
Yeah, you irresponsible piece of shit. And I don't, that's why I do the research too.
Yeah.
You know, all the time. There's positive and negative aspects, obviously.
Right.
And, but like, there's a big difference between BDSM and violence, man.
Yes,
you know? And
of course.
It was disgusting to read.
No, I hate that. That's awful.
Yeah.
That's how misconceptions get started.
All the time. Whoa, look at that. That is cool as shit.
It is cool
Oh,
as shit.
man, I love it.
This is great.
Incredible plan. Never leave
Oh, man.
Wow, they're all sexy.
Yeah, that guy's cool. He's cool as hell.
Yep.
Look at that. I wouldn't mess with him. Don't mess with cats, anyway.
No, ever.
It's just dope.
Is there a femme fatale in this one?
Of course there is. Roses, right?
Right.
Oh, and that's another thing too. It's not necessarily a femme fatale. I've had males, you know,
Yeah.
playing that role. I've had, you know, I just do the whole gamut.
So a fatale, because I mean, like the thing I always see them do is they're double crossers. They present themselves one way. There's a sexy element, and then they're like not on your side. Is that the main thing of being a femme or non-femme fatale?
Oh, they're like that that poisonous flower, you know, that you shouldn't touch. You know, they make them so wow. They're, you know, they look a particular way where they're confident, they're hot, you know, and they're alluring. And it's like, well, is she the one with the gun up her skirt? She's gonna kill me, or is she really cool and gonna give me the information I need? And you know, so you know, I try again. Like I look at all the tropes, even when I rate horror. What are the tropes, especially in a subgenre as well? Tropes. Okay, I'm not doing X. You know.
Yeah.
Or I'll make it look like it's a little bit traditional, and then it's definitely not. You know.
Yeah.
So,
that wasn't my C button, I promise.
No, that was, someone sent me a message. A friend is listening in from Los Angeles, and it was great. A great memoirist named Windward Oliver. He wrote a wonderful memoir that knocked me out, that I couldn't put down, called Homo Work. That was the best book I read in 2023, and I am not kidding.
Homo Work.
Phenomenal memoir by Windward Oliver. Just awesome. Highly recommended for anybody.
Cool.
You know, it doesn't have to be, you know, LGBTQ. Anybody in general.
It's a good story, though. That's what matters.
Wonderful. Yeah, just absolutely wonderful.
Yeah. Okay, I might know this one. Which film directed by Alfred Hitchcock was his first noir feature?
39 Steps, I said.
Oh, 39 Steps?
Well, I could be wrong. I could easily be. As we've seen tonight, it could be easily wrong.
Wait, did he direct all of his films? Yes, right?
Yeah, Hitchcock, yeah. He was something else. He was a real control freak. He would tell actors where to even stand, how to move.
Well, it's his story. He wrote and he directed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The Rope was one of the most fantastic movies I've ever seen.
Oh, Rope was great.
But I heard though that it's like the thing about it that we learned in our film class. It was supposedly like there were no camera stops at all. But then someone said no, there were, right?
There were 8 of them. He couldn't, because they didn't have the technology at the time. Like with digital, you could do a single shot film, which Russian Ark is brilliant. That's just amazing. They cheated a few times in The Silent House. Both versions, the Uruguayan film as well as the American remake, and they're both great. But you know, he had no choice. He couldn't do it like a stage play. His cuts are interesting and they're fun. But yeah, they had to do it 8 times because the film canister, I can't even imagine how gigantic that
They did the
been.
entire thing 8 times?
No. They filmed it in 8 segments because you ran out of film. You know, the cameras could only hold so much. You know.
Yeah.
That's why digital changed all that. You could have a single act play.
Yeah.
I wrote one. I haven't shot it yet. I don't know if I'm going to do it continuous though. Oh, Suspicion.
Suspicion.
Damn it.
41.
Thank you, miss.
That was a good one.
I'm afraid you're in the wrong compartment.
I don't think I saw. I don't think I saw Suspicion.
Well, then I'm all right. This is a third class.
Well, I'm suspicious of that answer.
Well.
What sort of line is this?
I mean, Execution came up with it.
I'm very sorry, sir. That will
Look at her outfit. Oh my God. Look at those shoulder pads. Is that Cary Grant?
Oh, and then don't bother.
Yeah.
I haven't got one.
Look at that pinstripe suit. Oh, I love a man in a pinstripe suit.
Okay, note to self: get a pinstripe.
Oh, I love pinstripes.
Now, do you suppose the line would set
Actually, had one and Maul's got to it, and it was great.
Oh, that
but anyway,
sucks.
Yeah, I don't even know how. I never saw moth in my life in my house.
Fuck? Little bastards. Little bastards. Okay. What is? Oh. What is my? Oh, you're not gonna know this. What is my favorite noir movie?
I'm not.
You're not gonna know it. I wonder if I can give you.
With this one.
Can give you a hint here. Chat, can you guess what my favorite noir movie is?
Hey, you're acting like a femme fatale with this.
I am.
Yeah.
I do have a gun emoji.
Oh, I bet.
It's really cute. No, that wasn't a euphemism. I really do have a gun emoji. Hang on. Where is it though? I'm trying to find it. There we are. It's so cute. Little gun. Prism Femme Fatale Briar Patch. Do you guys know my favorite noir movie? I don't mind being wrong, but it does too. I actually think Who Framed Roger Rabbit is a noir film.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, hell yeah, it is.
I love it. Great film.
Yeah. Great. Did you know I have a full-on Jessica Rabbit cosplay outfit?
Okay, when are we getting together again? I'll bring that pinstripe suit.
No, I mean as Prism. Like I have a model. I have a model. I'll have to show you sometime. I do it. I use my karaoke streams. I have a full Jessica Rabbit cosplay, red hair and everything. Yeah.
I remember when she came on screen, I almost passed out. My buddy and I looked at each other like, "Oh my God, we're getting like, you know, all worked up over a cartoon."
Dude, she's the hottest woman I've ever seen. Oh my God.
I actually, oh my God, I knew somebody who looked like her, but she didn't like know it. All she needed to do was do the makeup.
Seriously?
And she would have been Jessica Rabbit. Yeah.
She had like luscious red hair.
Oh yeah. Whole 9 yards. The look, her face. As soon as I saw her, I was like, "Oh my God, she's Jessica Rabbit."
That's crazy. That's wow. That's amazing. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys hints. So I have big eyes. What silver screen beauty is known for their giant eyes?
So we're talking Betty Davis here?
Maybe. Maybe.
Betty Davis eyes. Oh my God. Well, that narrows it down to about 40 films. Whatever happened to Baby Jane?
Did she do a lot of noir films?
She did some. Yeah. I mean, look at her. I mean.
Yeah. Well, she's silver screen beauty. Oh, Whatever Happened to Baby Jane? That's one of my favorite movies. It's not that one though. Is that a noir film? I had questioning everything being a noir film. No, it's just like fucked up.
It's a horror.
It is. That movie scared me. That movie, you guys, Whatever Happened to Baby Jane? Oh, I did not know. So one of my theater professors was obsessed with the whole Joan Crawford, Betty Davis hate arc.
Oh, damn.
But you know what? Did those women really hate each other, or was it all for show?
Yes.
Was it all for show, though? Was it all for show?
No.
And they fucking hated each other. They did so many films together, and Whatever Happened to Baby Jane fucked me up. I did not see that coming. I did not see the twist. I had no idea what I was up against watching that film. It is scary.
It's great. Both late in their career.
It wouldn't have worked any other way.
No, and how to get them to do a film together, like, it's insane.
Well, but like, look at the dynamic of the women in the film. They had to enjoy how they treated each other, especially Joan Crawford. Yeah. But then Betty Davis got her comeuppance, or I said that backwards. Okay, so yes, it is a Betty Davis film.
All right, but now I'm at a loss.
It has you going. There is one eye movement that Betty Davis does. Like, okay, the film starts and she has this story, and it's this innocent story, and she has got you going. And then she does this thing where she looks down and then she looks up. And it fucking scared me, and I was like, "Oh shit!" That's like the part that I remember from the film the most. Okay, so it is The Letter.
The Letter?
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, now I have to watch it, or I'll
It's
disappoint you for eternity.
It is. I mean, not gonna lie, she had me in the first half, and then she looks fucking crazy, man. She's fucking crazy ass bitch.
I've known some women like that in my life.
Yeah, well, yeah, she's just no fear, but I've never seen a switch like that before. Yeah, it's, again, you just don't see it coming.
That's a great shot, man. There was no edit. It was just following her, getting the close up, and her not moving, and wow.
Yeah, you mean the thing I was talking about with the eye movement?
Well, no, I'm talking about
what we're watching.
Yeah, the scene we just saw after.
Yeah.
Beat the hell out of that guy. That was great.
Just one more time. Let's just. She's not done. She is not done. She empties the entire fucking barrel. I mean, I think it's a 6. It's a 6.
Yep, it's all 6. I wonder how many takes that took.
I don't know.
Look at this. I mean,
yeah.
She's standing tall. She's looking down, and she's like, yeah, you know. And the thing is, there isn't an expression on her face, really. It's hard to read, so you don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't fuck with her.
Yeah.
I would.
No, she's fantastic.
Awesome.
I'm so glad. Did you enjoy the game?
I did. I learned.
You did.
That's the beauty, you know, learning all the time. I'm a lifelong learner.
Yeah.
And that's what we have to do.
Oh, I know. We are going to set up for the raffle. For the raffle, one lucky person will actually win all 4 books of William's Kink Noir series. And I'm going to put those books back on the stream. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
My reader friend called it Kink Noir in a review.
Uh-huh.
And that's when I named the series. And that was like book 2.
Oh, so it wasn't originally called Kink Noir?
I didn't know what to call the series because I didn't want it to be like the Dennison Mason Bowie mysteries or some crap. And I was like, what am I going to call this? So Kim McDonald, great human being. You know, she named the series, so I'm always grateful for that. And if you do love the book covers, Paul Belsey is the graphic designer. He's just phenomenal. And, you know, he teaches graphic design and fine art in New York City. So.
Oh, that is cool. Oh, it's giveaway, not join. Okay, Secution is setting it up. Does anyone have any questions? Like, I feel like there weren't too many questions. And where is mine now playing? There we are. Does anyone have any questions for accomplished educator, novelist, kink extraordinaire, William D. Prystauk? Yes. We are getting ready. Yeah, and then you guys will do, I think, exclamation point join as soon as Secution gives us the green light. It will be a random winner. And the books are in ebook format. So I think you would have to have some kind of a reader, a Kindle reader, or just wherever you read your ebooks, right?
Yeah, that's the weird thing, because I to be sincere, I hate Kindle. I don't use it. I need a paperback.
Okay.
But I Kindle and read it right off my computer.
Yeah.
From the Kindle store. I mean, from the, Amazon's,
Yeah.
so.
So if anyone has trouble, if anyone has trouble, just let us know. I saw your short film.
It will say you're out of luck because I don't have no idea how to fix that.
Wait, what?
Nothing. I'm just being silly.
Okay. Slayer Spectre says, I saw your short film Case 5930, and I was amazed.
Holy shit!
And I was amazed at the concept of viewing the story from the dash cam. It is a good film. What? Yeah, we haven't talked about your film. What was your thoughts?
Who was that? Wait, who was that?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see, but if you look at my screen, there's a user in here who's one of my prismatics. His name is Slayer. Excuse me, their name is Slayer Spectre. Yeah. I saw your short film, Case 5930, and I was amazed at the concept of viewing the story from the dash cam. What was your thoughts when both producing and directing? That's a great question, Slayer. Thank you.
I'll tell you that right now. This is why I haven't made another film. Because, when you director's supposed to direct the actors, and that's great. But producing it, I was the person responsible with my co-producer, who was the co-writer, who is also, his name is Paul J. Williams. He's a former detective that I consult with for my Kink Noir books. Producer does everything. So we had to plan everything. We had to get, we had to cast. We had to get all the equipment, and it went on and on and on. Plan to shoot and everything else. And I remember there was one point on set where there was a problem, and I'm like, oh man, I got to get somebody to fix that. And then I was like, oh shit, I'm the one who has to fix that, And it just really just sucks the brain out of your head. It's very stressful.
This is like VTubing, like this is a self-produced show. I mean, you see this madness I'm doing. It's
yes, and you're amazing at it.
Well, thank you. I have help. I have amazing mods. Like they put together so much stuff for me. I mean, we called Sky for tech help. Secution put this stream, put the trivia together. But I really struggle. It's so hard. So yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. So Slayer Spectre, thank you so much for that. It was great. It was a great experience in the end. Everybody was so cool. We were like a little family. But I would never produce anything again. I produce from a distance. Do you need money? Yeah. Okay. Here you go. But directing I would definitely do again, but to do both, it just sucks the brain out of your head. It really does.
Yeah. We have another question up here from Innocent Bystander. I came in partway through, so I apologize if it's been answered already. What got you into mysteries generally and noir specifically?
That's a great question, because I remember when I was a young writer, I said, I don't know how people can write mysteries. That's insane. Like, I couldn't do that, and that's like all I do. Got into it because I just had an idea in my head. Originally, I'm going to tell everybody here.
Yeah,
originally,
do it.
Bloodletting was a story called Necrophilia, and Vinnie Bowie wasn't a private detective. He worked in a morgue, and he was very there was like a murder mystery thing going on, and he like couldn't relate to men or women, and so he would find peace and quiet and love in the bodies that came in there. And over time it transformed into Bloodletting the screenplay, and now Bloodletting the novel. And I never thought I'd write another book after Bloodletting, and then I got this idea 2 years later, and I'm like, oh man, I could bring these characters back to life, because it's definitely in that realm.
Yeah.
And that was Punishment, and then it just went from there, and I can't stop it now. I get ideas all the time, but it also comes from watching a lot of film and reading a lot of books, enjoying that element of discovering. I think that's why I love any film in any genre or any, you know, book that has that element of mystery to it, because it's like, well, I have something to look forward to, I have something to figure out, and I really enjoyed that. So that just slowly transformed over time into the writer I am today.
That's amazing. Marcego has a question.
Yeah.
Do you make characters first and make the world building around them, or is it the other way around?
Man, these excellent questions.
My prismatics are fantastic.
Absolutely. I can't explain it, and I've talked to other writers that I love and respect about their writing process, and it's great to know that other people have a similar thing. I don't know why. Something will jump in my head, even the look of a person, and I'll be like, who are they? And I'll actually follow them in my head. Like, I know it might sound really bizarre, and then something will happen. I'm like, oh, why'd that happen? And then before I know it, I might have like an old story idea, plot idea from like 10 years ago, and suddenly this character, for whatever reason, is waking that up. And the funny thing with writing the new book that I'm writing, not the one that's coming out, but the new one, I'm waiting for characters to show themselves, so I have an idea of like where this story's going. And I just had a female character, a woman who someone who identifies as female, just reveal herself just the other day. And I'm like, and she's sort of like a femme fatale, but of course I'm not gonna like make sure that she's that.
Yeah.
And it's okay. Now I got to follow her. You know, who is she? How does she speak to people? How does she speak to like a homeless person on a street in New York? You know, is she a jerk? Is she nice? Each character that I try to create has a balance. Not a balance, but you could see both elements, usually, hopefully. But yeah, it's a great question. It depends. Depends on the story. I don't shoehorn characters in. I don't go, oh man, I need a character here, like force somebody in there. I don't do that. That's bad.
Yeah. Star Queen asks, I have a few questions. What do you think about the kink erotic novel, if that's the right term as a whole? Is there anything you wish they talked or write about more? I'm not sure I understand that question.
Like, right, subject matter wise in a Kink Noir novel?
I guess so. Like, I guess it's like a high level question, looking down on,
yeah, it is.
Not looking down, but like as a whole, yeah.
Yeah, I'm reading one now, and it's the thing is right new. The book I'm reading now, it's like I've read this before, about a male dominating a female, and it's all trope filled in regard to I want to boss you around, I want to tie you up, and it's like, but there's so much more to that. I want unique stories. I want different stories. I want something that I didn't think of. I want unique fetishes. And I don't like when it's all specific to maybe one particular fetish, or like, you know, we're human beings. We're multifaceted. We do different things. We try different things. So, like, you know, let your characters have some room to breathe and grow, and maybe explore an array of things, not just one particular element. And that's one of the difficult parts, is I don't want to just write about what I love and I want and what I've, you know, experienced. I want to write about other people too, because I'm trying to write for everybody in the world of kink. So it's like, oh, I should touch on this, and then what do? I learn, read, investigate, grow, talk to people, and it's like I want to present this in a positive light, but I just want to see a little bit more variety. I don't want it to see it become formulaic like I do with regular romances. I mean, talk about a formula. Wow. It's really hard. I love it when I see people deviate from it, like the Axe series from Nikki Anderson. It's just like that. Wow, it's great. She actually wrote like a suspense romance that's really, really well done. mystery, and it's just wonderful.
That's
that
cool.
was new and different.
Sorry,
I'm rambling.
No, you're okay. Virus wants to know, would you have any advice for someone who's attempting to start writing erotica?
I'm so glad you asked that question, because I have a general answer and one that's going to seem a little dirty, but trust me, it is truth.
Okay.
Read erotica. Read. It always comes down to reading. For instance, I knew somebody who told me, I want to write a science fiction novel, but I don't read books, and I don't write science fiction. And I'm like, well, what are you doing?
No. Yeah. Or someone who wants to be a VTuber and they don't know anything about VTubing. They don't watch
Educate
it.
yourself.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right.
Educate yourself. Before I wrote Bloodletting for real as a novel, I read 50 novels in the genre before. But I also had other novels in the past that I had read and movies that I had watched. Not to copy, but to get an idea of like the flavor of it, the atmosphere, and what I can do differently yet remain in that realm. But the key trick to writing erotica, because I only have erotic elements in my books, if you're ever writing a sex scene, and I mean sex in like any array that it comes in,
call me. No, I'm just kidding. I said call me. No, I'm just kidding. Keep going.
The key to success to writing an erotic scene is to not get yourself, well, you need to get worked up, but don't act upon getting worked up until you're done with the scene.
Don't jerk off onto the page.
Exactly.
Okay.
People who do that, they ruin it, because it's like you're totally out of the headspace, and it's like, oh, I have to go back and finish my scene, but I'm like, chemicals in my brain have changed, and I don't want to write that now. So finish the scene before you get off.
You know, that makes so much sense.
Number one rule.
Yeah.
As far as I'm...
Because, yeah, after you climax, everything's different.
The energy's gone.
This is different. Yeah, it's different. It's post-coom. It's post, yeah, we call it coom. We call it coom instead of cum. Like, try to be a little bit cute about it. Coom. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I love it.
Coom, yeah.
Yeah, so that's like the number one rule. But just read.
Yeah.
And if you find a whole bunch of different authors doing like the same thing, then maybe that's like falling into trope territory. Maybe you should change it, on your end. Make it something unique for the world, Let your own voice shine through.
Yeah.
No restraint.
I love this question from one of my mods and friends, L Train. This is one of my favorite questions that's asked during streams. For someone who may be less than experienced with expansion on kink, wait, are you talking about the expansion kink, L Train, or are you just saying like kink in general with an expansion on kink? What would be your advice on? Okay, what would be your advice on looking into building onto that with a wait, L Train? Hold on, I need clarification on this question.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Are you just asking about if you're not experienced in kink, how do you speak to your partner about it? If you're interested in building kink, is that what you're? I want to make sure I understand L Train's question.
Yeah, me too.
I got a little thrown. Expanding on experience with kink. Yay. Okay. So I always say. It's kind of what we were talking about before, where when is the right time to bring up, hey, I have this interest in kink. Sometimes it might be the right call to do it in the very beginning. I've done that before. Sometimes it's better to bring it up afterwards. Honestly, if you're with someone that you trust, you should be able to bring up anything.
Exactly. If you're in an existing relationship and you want to bring up something, bring it up. You have to be honest. You have to man, I've held stuff in and it's like, I'm like dying inside. Like I have to say it. And, just have to be sincere and say, maybe one of the things too is not to talk about it as being an experience for both of you, or if it's more than 2 partners, good for you. You know, for an experience for us, or just say an experience for us, not just me, my needs, what I want. You know, make it inclusive of your partner, something that you'd like to explore with them. And if it's somebody that you just met, you know, because once you get emotionally involved, and this happened to me, I got emotionally involved with people, I can't get out because I'm like emotionally connected. So it's like, oh, can we do these things? And then it's like not going well. It could be difficult.
Yeah.
For that relationship to survive. Now, like I said, I just say, hey, you know, I write these books. You can look me up on Amazon. Just type in my last name, and you'll see them. Read the blurbs. If it freaks you out, nice knowing you. If it's something you're interested in, let's talk.
Yeah.
You know. So.
Yeah. Thanks for the biddies, Virus.
All of this is great. I mean, I love this. This is wonderful. Everybody's so cool.
Yeah. How are we doing on the giveaway? Do we have enough people to be able to choose who wins 4 lucky books? 4 lucky books. Oh my gosh. A lucky person will get 4. Oh my God, I'm Fruit Loops.
We've been on a long time.
We have. I'm letting my mods figure it out. Yeah, did you guys... Too many tickets? Oh, gosh. Okay. I guess we're good. Oh, did you guys not get in? Sorry, we've been running it for about 20 minutes. It's not working now, Sky. That's okay, Jezza. I'll see if we can open again for you, but only Sky can tell us that, because Sky's the one that... It's still going? It's saying failed to enter giveaway, too many tickets. Sky.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I know, but I want everyone to get a chance.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. You can only claim 1 ticket. Oh, that's why. You little cheeky monkeys. They're trying to enter in twice. I don't blame you. I would do the same thing. Okay, so Sky, how do we go about? I don't think L Train meant to cheat. You can give away. Oh, we can actually pick 2 winners because William is very generous. All right, 2 lucky people will get a chance to win all 4 books so far of the Kink Noir series: Bloodletting, Punishment, Bondage, and Debauchery. And just, guys, please take note that William's also a horror author, and that is what The Hanging Girl is, the book off to the corner there. Exclamation point collab. Hey, Kinky Sadist. So glad you're here. Please go to William's Amazon. Look at all of his amazing work. Okay. Train, it's okay. All right.
Yeah, the college textbook is no longer available. Don't buy it.
The college textbook? What are you talking about?
Yeah,
is that on your Amazon?
Yeah, it's still there. It's like, I don't know. I don't know.
1 minute warning. All right.
Oh.
We getting there.
This has been so cool, though, Prism.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I'm so glad you wanted to do this.
Oh, wow. This is awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate it so much. We are at 30 seconds, and then we will be closing the raffle, and you will be picking 2 people to win the first 4 books of William's Kink Noir series. Is there anything? Oh my God. Listen, like I said, guys, I'm still reading Bloodletting. I'm a very, very slow reader. How frequently do you do Kinkism streams? Oh, hi, Kinky Say. This is a great question. I honestly, when I first started VTubing, I was doing them weekly. And we went over so many wonderful kinks. And then I took a little bit of a break to rebrand it. I think I'll probably go back to a schedule of 1 per month because they take hours and hours and hours to plan. And also with my previous kink streams, there were always VTubers that I had on, and I've been wanting to do some IRL stuff. So I've rebranded a bit, and that also takes a little bit more planning as well. So yeah, probably monthly. Oh, we have our 2 winners. The Virus VT won the first giveaway. And then Jack Rabbit won the second chance giveaway. Oh my God, the second giveaway. Yay, congratulations.
Awesome.
Oh, I hope you guys enjoy. We will get everybody. Secution, you have access to all this stuff, I think. I know I talked to you about it yesterday, but we will get everything to you guys tonight. Like I said, they come in ebook format, so you will need some kind of a reader. I believe Amazon has the free reader, right? It's like
That's how I read them.
Yeah.
That's because I don't own a Kindle. And
it's just an app you download, right?
No, I didn't download anything. That was the thing. I was buying someone's book, and it was Kindle only, and I wanted to help support them. And boom, suddenly it pops up and I can read it. So,
yeah.
And that was through Amazon. It's like an Amazon library thing.
Okay.
That they have. In fact, hold on.
Yeah, if you guys need help, just let us know. But yeah, you can read it on your PC for sure. And can you also get it on your phone?
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's called read.amazon.com, but I didn't do anything. It was just I bought the book, I clicked on it, and it was right there for me.
Well, when I double clicked on it, it asked me which program I wanted to use, and I was like, yeah.
No, I didn't have that.
That's okay. Yeah, so if anyone has trouble, just reach out and we'll help you out. But yeah, the Kindle app is free. Can your books be read on the Kindle? I know you don't like the Kindle, but can your books be read on the Kindle?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my God, Kinky Sadist, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Atrementum. Thank you so much, love. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. Oh my God, thank you so much, everyone. Please, we're gonna send some love over to my girl Ava Lamp, who is streaming some Supermarket Simulator. But can you guys please throw some lovely emojis in chat for my beautiful friend William D. Prystauk. Oh, and there goes my ass in your face again. I know you don't mind.
I love it.
I know you do.
Thank you. Prism, you're amazing.
Prismatics,
I mean, this was awesome. This was, I'm probably not going to go to sleep tonight. I mean, I'm really energized and pumped, so thank you.
Oh, no, fantastic.
Really
Unicorn. We are going to send Unicorn, Ava Lamp, Kinky Supermarket Raid. That is our kink. That is our kink. That is our message to Ava. So, oh Jesus! I can't believe I did that. I mean, I can believe I did that, but hey. Tell us. So you are active on your Twitters, so people can keep up with you and your goings on, right? They can also drop you a follow on Amazon.
Oh, absolutely. And if anyone has a question, you go to Twitter. Noir Kink is the one for obviously the Kink Noir series. Crash Palace is for horror. But if you do have a question about anything, feel free. I don't keep my DMs shut down. Get a lot of crap, but just say, hey. I was with Prism, and so if anything comes up later and you have a question, just feel free to ask.
Yeah, the thing I love about you are an open book. I'm not trying to make a pun or anything. Like you are so transparent, which is why we get along so well. It's impossible for me to overshare with you, which just makes me so happy.
Me too. I feel so comfortable. I know I could talk to you about anything and that I'm safe. And that's just beautiful.
And that's the most important thing, is feeling safe
There's
with your friends. Yeah, absolutely. So guys, copy that made. Oh my God, I'm Fruit Loops. Copy that raid message. And I am going to set a raid up for Ava Lamp. We love Ava. She is a sentient lava lamp. She's adorable. She's playing a game that I'm kind of considering playing, Supermarket Simulator. I think it's a horror game? I don't know. I'm sure 20 people will correct me on that.
Like that. I must look like an idiot.
Say again?
No, I didn't realize I was leaning forward for like an hour and a half.
Oh, no, that's okay. No. Oh, it's just a simulator. Okay. I don't know why. I'm thinking there's another convenience store game that's a horror game, because I've seen like Zentrea and some other people play it, and I'm like, oh, I kind of want to play it. Yeah, thank you so much for hanging out, everybody. Copy the raid message. We're raiding in about 30 seconds. Thank you so much, William, for joining me. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here.
I love you too, darling.
Yeah, chat. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here. Kisses. I will catch you guys. Oh, I have a watch party tomorrow. We are watching 2 Spidey movies. And then Thursday, I'm back with the V Stooges. We are going on a vacation, so come join me on my channel with Papa Mutt and Red Claw. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Much love. Bye, everybody. Bye.